Hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Blair. Thank you so much for joining us. Happy Wednesday. Glad you're with us tonight. We've got a special show. It is Sell It or Melt It Continue. We are going to have a lot of cool items. We've got super last call. This is what this is. We are almost to the end of our entire inventory. And once we see the end of the inventory, this Sell It or Melt It event is over. And of course, there will be brand new for you. So that's exciting as well. But we've got a very special clearance blowout tonight. And I hope you can stay with us for the duration. It's 3 hours. We are live from Los Angeles. It is going to be a rapid pace of amazing one-of-a-kinds that we have for you. And of course, what you see is what you get. So the gold color will stay. The sizing is still done for you when we can. And that's free. And also shipping is still free. So lots of freebies for you. And then the jewelry is practically free. That's really what I've kind of also known as this sale. It really is Sell It or Melt It, but the practically free sale, because everything is discounted to the rock bottom. Plus you get an extra 10% off your final low price. So it is going to be an exciting night. Now, if you have any requests, get those in. You never know. Maybe your favorite piece or something very similar is still here to share with you. If it is, we bring it out from the vault, show it on that wheel, and I just count it down. So you ready to get started? We've got an amazing show. It is going to be, oh, and a couple things. Before we get to it, I've got another cool designer ring that you've probably not seen before. We have a whole opal wheel. It's just 3 pieces, but I'll take them. We've got some incredible Australian opals for you. And then also, we're going to see some really cool pink diaspores again. And we do have 2 tennis bracelets left, too. Just the most affordable we have. Our 2-carat 91 tennis bracelet is here. So start to think about if you want the rose gold or the white gold. We've got one of each. And that's going to be the key, of course. That's really what's important, is to take advantage of what you see is what you get, because that's all we've got. Ametrine is here also, by the way, and that's not something we have very often at all. And then if you like something in a designer style in a pendant, we've got our key. It's our actually our key and our padlock. You get both the key and the lock, because what good is one without the other? Am I right? So let's take a look. Our very first item, I must say, is pretty cool. It is a fabulous, very special cut here. You've got item number 1128304, and this would be the 7-carat 83 in a Swiss blue topaz that is about as cool and bright as it gets, not to mention what's happening on the sides, which takes all that fantastic concave cutting and then really does reflect it within the design on the sides of the ring itself. And that's going to be all 14-karat white gold. That stone is a 7-carat 83. It has no diamonds. That is something unusual for us to see something sans diamonds, but hey, it's here and it's beautiful and lovely no matter what, because honestly, I don't know if the diamonds would do it any justice here sitting next to that stone. The stone is about as electrified and beautiful as it gets. You get that bright electric blue Swiss blue variety we love. You get the reflection, because what it is if you look, there's gold done on the sides and it's actually quite elevated. So you've got a Greek key sort of design, and then that's going to be on either side. So it's really an extension of the cutting, which is extra additional faceting internally on the pavilion, plus also on the top. You see from probably that side view there, you probably got a glimpse of that table facet being a little more unique in that it is that concave style. That's why it's called the concave cut. All right, so we've got one. It's in the white gold. You can have it sized to whatever size you need. And there is going to be one fabulous value. So it's time to get on those phone lines. I'll try it on for you here so you can see what this looks like on the hand and get an idea of what it's going to look like on you, of course. So there it is, just electrified as ever, beautiful and bright. And then, of course, your Greek keys that are all done in that mirror finished gold. So they're reflecting a lot of the color that is sort of emanating, bouncing from that stone. And it's going to be a whole lot less than maybe, you know what, I was thinking $29.99. Let's take it even lower. And white gold, will size it. Again, a bigger ring with a nice stone presence. So if you'd like it, well, we can go ahead and size that to whatever. Maybe you want to wear it on the index or the middle finger. That would be fine with us. So here's what I'll do. I'm going to make it $999 as we get started. Remember, wherever I price it, there's an additional 10% off extra happening for you. So it is not the lowest price on the air, even though it is actually the lowest price you've ever seen it for, but it's actually going to be a lower price than that. And then you get your, in this case, about $100 extra off. So it is last call on Sell It or Melt It. So if there's something that you would like to get an extra 10% off on, I would recommend dialing in tonight for that, okay? And I've been taking a lot of requests. I hate to say it, but some of the requests I've been getting are already sold out pieces. No surprise, most everything in this event that I've had with you has sold out. But again, there are anything that is left is going to be melted down. That makes gold going forward a little more conservative for you, if we can kind of reuse what, is not needed here in current existing pieces. And then, of course, we can get you the great value here now in the present. So that'll be $8.99, one caller. And guess what we have coming up? Something that is in demand every single day, and that is a Tanzanite pendant and one of our blue wing block Ds. So we're going to see that next. It's 111-8991. Let me know who's got the Swiss blue in the topaz, and here is the pendant. And you can see, it's not the biggest stone. It's actually the smallest stone we have in the inventory at 75 points, but it is still giving off a lot of those blues and purples and reds. And that's a little more difficult usually to see, as the smaller stones don't tend to show those reds as easily, but this one is looking fabulous. So we've got this one. It's in yellow gold only. It is going to be our 75 pointer with 13 points in diamonds as the halo and in the bail. So it's the bail halo, and it's going to be a beautiful value. And if you need one to go with a ring, that's the beauty of it. Even if your ring is a larger stone, even if it's a museum reserve, even if it's an emerald cut or a trillion or something a little more exotic than the oval, it's going to match thanks to that color matching you have. That's what's really important. Is you go elsewhere and you can find Tanzanite pendants, but they're not going to be that same saturation level we have loved here. So how about this one for better than $9.99? There's only one, again, the yellow gold. Let me try it on the hand here so you can see quickly how that's going to look. It is meant to be worn every single day. This is not an oversized piece. It is not supposed to be that big, what we call the statement piece that maybe you're wearing once in a while. This is the one you live in, the one you put on every day, the one that goes and really just pairs up so well, whether you have a blue wing or maybe not. But there it is at really close, 5/8 of an inch, just under 3/4 of an inch. And then I'll show it to you from a little more distance away, so you can see it on just another way to see it from a distance here and get a little natural skin tone behind it. But that is going to be, you know what I'll do? We're going to make it one only, first caller, yellow gold, get it right out to you. Isn't that the beauty? You're getting all these pieces a day or two after you purchase them, so it's really exciting. Let's go back to the wheel and let's make this better than $888 or $777 or $699. One only, it's got to go, and we're going to make it $499 instead. A under $500 piece, not something we see very often, so you've got a chance to pick one up there. So that is $499. It'll be $449 at checkout if you'd like to go ahead and get that one. So that's a huge value there, and thank you so much. All right, so we're going to keep on going here, and don't forget about that electric Swiss blue topaz. I do have a Tahitian pearl. It's in a pendant tonight. We've got a 3-stone diamond necklace. We have the 3-stone rings. I've had several different varieties thereof. We've got a 3-stone diamond necklace with all the bezel sets to sit right there in the center of your neckline. Gold quartz is here affordably, and you name it, we got it. Emerald earrings. I mean, it's amazing. We have still not shown you every last thing, and if you think it's all, oh, it must be the tail end, it's no good. We have some of the best pieces here in the entire event tonight, so you're in for a treat if you stay with us throughout this fabulous, fabulous Wednesday. Okay, so let's get to it. We've got emerald earrings on the way, and I'm not going to wait for pieces to move. You know what to do. I'm going to rely on you guys to call in and do what you do best, which is shop the values. But look at this, a firework style. We had this in a ring. It was actually a ring that actually inspired this design, and we made a slightly smaller version for the earrings that you, I know, are excited about in emeralds, because we don't see many emerald earrings. Emeralds are tough to match up. This is 112-4241, and we have a yellow gold and a white gold pair available. So very good news there. You're seeing what you're getting. So there's the one yellow, the one white right in front of it, and that's going to be, again, please dial in early. Don't forget about the Tanzanite pendant or that electric Swiss blue in that really cool modern design. But we have got to move some jewelry, and that is exactly what we've been doing throughout this event, and we have truly saved some of the best for last. And it's just, again, it goes to show you the inventory is so vast, and it's so complete, and it's like everything is a rock star in and of itself. It's never too late to get a fabulous piece of jewelry, and we are really bringing it tonight. So this one's 30 points in emeralds total weight there, and of course they always appear and look bigger than they weigh. And then, you know, it's going to be a very special 45 points in diamonds around it that kind of burst around it like a star or a firework in the earring stud. So it's really a special piece here, and we're going to make it really important here, really affordable, and very much so if you want the one or in the white or the yellow, or maybe you want to stack them or gift them, that's an appropriate option as well. Let me make them affordable enough to where you could actually get a couple of pairs if you'd like to. Now, it's meant to be more of a stud, but with those diamonds around it. It's always nice because it gives you a little extra there. And then we'll show you, how about, what do we want to see first? The white gold? All right, so I'm going to show it to you on the hand, give you a measurement here since it doesn't look like that's done yet. And then, of course, it's a center post, butterfly backing, so really simple and easy to wear, and then always going to look fantastic on your ear. There it is with the 3/8 of an inch, top to bottom. I will give you a look. There's that close-up. Actually, it is a post that's just slightly above center, okay? So it's really going to sit as it's centered, but I'll show you where it's going to be on the ear. I'll just put it up to my ear so you can see it, and we can give you an idea of what to expect when you see them at home in person on your ears yourself. So take a look at that. I've got the post right there in the piercing itself, and we're going to make these under $1,000. And with that diamond weight, almost a ½ carat, plus those beautiful, bright as can be, round emeralds. It's important to know that they're rounds as well. It's not something you get all the time. You don't get matched emeralds, you don't get round emeralds, you don't get Colombian emeralds. We've got kind of like checked all the rare boxes here, and yet they are going to be $888 a pair. So you just let me know if you want the white gold as I'm showing you here, or do you want the yellow gold that we have here on the wheel next to it. So we'll take another look at it, and that's going to be $888, but of course after 10% off gets you under $800, and they'll be $799 and change. So we've got a last call there on our emerald earrings. They are divine, aren't they? Really excited to have those for you. Hey Kirsten, thank you for being with us. Happy Wednesday to you, and thank you. Welcome to Wednesday. Oh good, you love your yellow diamond necklace. Oh good, I'm so glad. Sometimes, yeah, it's just, again, sometimes those pieces that are, we were talking about the dainty diamond band we had this over the weekend, how spectacular when you get really good diamonds, they don't have to be large to really look good. And she says, wowza. It's one of my favorite words too. So, all right, so here we go. It's $799 if you want either one, and we got to go. All right, so we've got a Kunzite coming up, and we also have, oh, I brought out the museum tonight. Whether you want our last of the Brazilian new finds, I've got one more. Paraibas are here. I even brought out the Brazilian Paraiba at 65 points with the GIA cert as well. So there's quite a bit to get to. Fire Opal pendant is here. Beautiful Cooperians. We've got some Cooperians in the Rupalites and the purples as well. Do let me know if you'd like those emerald earrings, white or yellow, one of each, and we will carry on. Now, there's also a yellow diamond pendant. We had the necklace over the weekend. I've got the pendant for you coming up tonight. So looking forward to that as well. Let's move on. Here comes the Kunzite. This one is just, wow, that is a big, bright, stunning stone. And yes, it is about as saturated in neon as it can possibly get. And we are loving 112-7380. Call me on any favorites you've seen so far. Again, we move quickly so we can show you as much as we can, because I'd like to get this sale wrapped up in the next couple of days. So here we go. That's our 1221 in the Kunzite emerald cut. And once we have shown everything one more time, it is done, and then we are good to go. So here we are. Look at the trapezoids on the sides, made up of round brilliant diamonds. That's in white gold only. It'll stay in the white gold, but we can go ahead and size that for you. And then here we are in the, look at that. That's going to be 46 points in diamonds. You've got the white gold there as well. And then, of course, we just need to pop it on the hand so you can get an idea of how big that 1221 is, because it is significant in size. And I think we love that contrast of the Kunzite with the white gold. I think that's a really good mix and match. But here it is on the hand. So let's see. What do you think? Oh, yeah. Purple as can be. Look at the way emerald cuts are something special. It really is. I think it's hard not to fall in love with an emerald cut, especially when it's a rich neon color like you have here. And we're going to make it better than $49.99. We only have one, so call early. It's a new discount. This got discounted on the way out, literally from the literal vault to the set. It got another big slash in the price tag. We took hundreds and hundreds of dollars off, and that's what's really got to happen here at the end of this event. So I would hope you're seeing those discounts and loving them. And you know what? Even better than $29.99, which is where it should be, and rightfully so. Another $300 off, that would be amazing. Taking it much lower for you. So if you like this one, give me a call. We'll help you out. We're going to make it better than even $2,000. It is $19.99. We only have the one in the Kunzite. That's all I have. I think in the inventory, actually, we are pretty limited on our Kunzites at this point. So welcome on into Wednesday. Let us know if there's anything you'd like to see. Otherwise, just sit back, relax, and let the amazing jewelry that you probably can't even fathom come to you, because obviously that's what we're doing, is showing you a lot of the pieces we have not seen. We'll see an Ametrine. Ametrine lovers, it's the best stone we have had. And that's really something to be said, because it's that really ideal 50-50 split. It's the amazing saturated, both the amethyst and the citrine aspects. We've got 2 bracelets left in tennis bracelets. That's it. I have shown you and sold everything else. So we brought out the 291 tennis bracelet. If you're waiting for, I mean, last time I saw you guys, it was Mother's Day. So we were all celebrating a big Mother's Day event together. And did we ever have some wonderful, wonderful jewelry items that day? But again, if you are thinking, well, I'd like a little belated something special to celebrate your motherhood, well, this is where we're going to go ahead and get you some treats here tonight. So we haven't seen you the last couple of days. All right, so we do have a Panther piece. We also have the triple stone necklace. We might as well get to this because it's what has been so popular in rings. But listen, there's not been a necklace like it until right now, and this is the way to get it. So that'll be $17.99. Here's our necklace with the 3 bezel set stones. That's the back, there's the front. So it gives you this really beautiful graduated style, much like we saw in the original 3-stone diamond ring. And this has the larger stone in the center, and then 2 of the equal but smaller stones on the sides. 50 points in total. Item number is 112-2852. It's in the white gold only. It's got a diamond cut chain. It's a Rolla link diamond cut chain with the bezels. Here's your lobster claw closure, and then look what we did. As usual, I know we get so, like, again, a little jaded to the fact that we always do all these upgrades for you, like the really good premium clasp, like the adjustability that makes you, you know, again, versatility is important. I mean, why go out and have to buy 3 separate necklaces if you can get everything built into one? That's what we've done here for you. 16, 17, and 18 inches in length. So that's all built in. It's not a choice of. It's one of the greatest things we do about our necklaces, so that you've got all the major lengths covered in one. And this one, well, those big stones are important. That is a 30-pointer in the middle and a 10 and a 10. And of course, always worthy to point out, maybe a better point to look at it from a distance, those stones in bezels look bigger. And then we did this really heavy gauge chain. You can see that is not our normal chain, by the way. That's another 2 steps up in the gauge of the chain, so that it's nice and, you know, a little bit chunkier and beefier. And that's what I think is really important, because if you've got such important diamonds as they are, why have a little, you know, minuscule chain? So we really beefed it up on the chain. So this is the one you get. There is only one. It's in the white gold. So that's that. And then you've got the smoothness of the bezels, of course, the ability for diamonds to look double. I like that idea, because if you had a 30-pointer instead, if you had a 60-pointer and you had the 20-pointers instead of the 10 and they were double, it would be so much more money, astronomically so. So it's nice to get something that's really versatile and make it very affordable. And one caller takes it for $9.99, and then you get an extra $100 off just like that. So it'll be $8.99 and change if you'd like to go ahead and get that triple bezel diamond necklace. One only though, it will go. So that's going to be $8.99. Again, 30-pointer that looks like a 60-pointer, 10 pointers on the sides that look like 20-pointers, because the bezels do make a diamond instantly look double the size. And then you still have that beautiful way that it's smooth to the surface. So you never have to worry about it catching on anything or getting interfering with, you know, your clothing or your scarves or whatever you happen to be wearing around your necklace, or even other necklaces, for goodness sake. So $8.99, one only on that 3-stone style. Let me know if you like that one. We're going to keep on moving. That's just our, oh, let me just show it real quick on the neckline too, just so that we get the full idea here of what it looks like against you know, from a different viewpoint, just from a little further away, just to really see what that's all about. And then, of course, up against a deeper color, so you can see that too. So really stands out, beautiful piece to just have that subtle little, you know, 3 is an important number, and we like that symbolism there. And of course, always looks good and even in balance. So that'll be $8.99. Then back up close we go, just to look at those gorgeous VS stones that we have there for you as always. But again, even when they're bigger, we're still bringing you the VS material that you love, and that's just going to be a piece you wear every single day. I mean, really, truly. Maybe you wear it a little higher than what you wear as far as layering goes. So that one's here. And then let's get to, I've shown you a lot of jewelry so far. Hope you're digging it. Pink sapphire earrings coming up. A lot of pink sapphire rings over the weekend. When I say a lot, it was all of 2, but that's a lot for pink sapphires, considering we can go months without seeing anything in pink sapphires. And here's the trillion. And I know they're going to lean a little bit because they're a big triangular style, more of a button style, but they have that post at the top. And then you have the 3-stone. All right, 3-stone necklace gone. Congratulations. But here is 7611, and that will be a carat 48 in your trillion hot pinks in the sapphire. So almost 3/4 of a carat in each trillion cut. Beautiful bright pink. They're not purple, but they are a hotter pink. So a really nice saturated pink, and I'll again continue to just hold one up for you so you can really see what that's all about. So 6711 is the item number. So 1126711. White gold only and a carat 48 in the trillions, and that is a beautiful heavier rope type of texture around it. Of course, there's your post up top. Come with a butterfly backing for you, and then we'll show you the length here from a distance away. They're under $1,000, and that's tough to get when you've got hot pink sapphires, especially those 3/4 carats that are just perfect. Now, of course, there's also a right and a left design. So you see how there's an overall trillion shape to the earring, but the trillion is set within it, but it's nestled to one side or the other. So you do have the option to wear it a little further away from the face or in near. So totally up to you, but 1/2 inch top to bottom. I've yet to take my earring off, so let me just go ahead and show you up close, and then I'll do that. And then here we are with a better than $9.99 price tag. It is a major moment for value. And really the whole event has been a major event for value. So I hope you can, again, treat yourself to something. This is really, again, when people are really shying away from the jewelry world at this point because there's just either so much faux or there's so much expense with fine jewelry. We are really showing you that you can get the really beautiful, natural, rare material for a teeny tiny price tag. And here's what that pink sapphire looks like from a distance away. Just so I popped the post right there in the piercing so you can really see how that size is going to look from a distance. And we're going to take them significantly lower than $9.99 for you. And of course, you're going to see some open work with that trillion as you did up close. And we're going to make them better than $888 or $777. We're going to head on out here with a $699 price tag on the earrings as we go back up close and take another look at them. So $699, $70 off, and that makes them $629 and change, but they do stay in the white gold on that particular style. So really rare, hot pink sapphires, beautifully done. And then we'll move right along. Don't forget, this even works a little bit, I would say, with the Kunzite that we had earlier. That stunning 12 karat plus in the Kunzite was awfully nice. So we've got one Panther piece with blue sapphires and diamonds together. I have a really special Congolese round. This is one of my favorites, and it looks, quite frankly, a lot like the Brazilian material, which I do have one today. Got one more Brazilian new find, and I've got one of the Congo new find. But here's the Congolese, which I just think that color and the brightness and this cutting. The cutting looks like a laser cutting on the inside of that round. 112-6221 is the item number here. That is a 223. Oh, one of my favorite numbers. Really my favorite number. 223 in the round, Congolese, and 58 points in the diamonds. Go ahead, Jason. You're picking up something? All right. So here we go. Pink sapphires are verifying. All right. So we got the pink sapphires verifying. They look like they're headed on out of here. But again, call, ask. You never want to ever miss out on your favorite just because you're a little bit too late. Again, best to have the phone in hand, ready to shop, ready to dial, ready to just be the pro shoppers that I know you guys are. 58 points in the diamonds here. All in a micro, again, there's a concave style to each petal. So each petal kind of dips down, has this great concave style to it, and then we just dot the inside intersections there with bigger diamonds as well. And that's going to be 6221, and we have one only, and let's make it affordable for you on the rare blue-green. It's mostly green here. It's about 80% green and 20% blue. But if it were a pure green, it would look more like an emerald. This has a little bit of that spearminty color. So that's what really happens when you've got a little bit of presence of blue with the green mixed together. And we will make, okay, one caller gets it, $39.99, where it began. Now it's going a lot lower than that. We're not going to ask for $2,000. We're not asking for $19.99. There is only one. It's in the white gold. We're going to have no problem sizing that for you. And let's make this really simple and easy. It's under 19, 18, 17. I'm on a roll here. We are going to blow everything out tonight. So I hope you can stay with us, be with us, ready to shop, ready to just, if something suits, you know, I'm not an advocate of just buy something because it's a great deal. Otherwise you'd be buying everything here, right? And then there'd be nothing left. I really want you to buy what you love. Okay. That's important. Buy what you love and what you adore and what you can't live without. Those are why I'm saying get requests in too, because if there is something that you want to see on this show, you call us up. If I happen to show it to you, you dial in. It's not going to last. And remember, we got the last few final hours of this whole event. So that's really key as well. So here we go. It's going to be better than even $17.77. I'll make it $16.99. One only, and we go. And then, Tim, were you taking something from earlier? Don't forget about that London, or rather the Swiss blue. Go ahead, Jason. Yeah. Are you taking something? Okay, so let me know, guys, please, because it's going to be really one of those nights where we see things go out very, very quickly, eventually. That's what always happens, right? It's a Wednesday, and not everyone remembers we're here. I had somebody ask me today, can you tell me what your schedule is? Because I still have no idea what your schedule schedule is. When are you guys on? So I know it's been a little bit, it's one of those things where we used to be on at 7, now we're on at 5. So a couple hours earlier start time, which is pretty on the, it's on the early side, I will say. So again, if you're just getting adapted, it's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday nights. I feel like maybe I don't say it enough because I have a lot of people still asking, what's the whole schedule? When do you guys start? And okay, when can I watch? When can I tune in? So that's really key as well. Let's get to the Ametrine at the bottom of the hour. So 6-minute countdown is on till we get to that Ametrine. Then we've got, the 2 tennis bracelets. I can't believe we're saying goodbye to our entire inventory of tennis bracelets as of tonight. It's gonna be our last one. And then Ametrine's coming up. And then we have this, okay, so let me show you the difference just as a little lesson. You know, if we're not gonna sell jewelry, it's best to just at least inform you so that you're a smart shopper when you shop for jewelry wherever you decide to go. There is the Congolese. Let's look at the difference between the new find out of Brazil. There's the difference, and sometimes it really helps to see them side by side, and I can't remember an occasion where I've had both in the same show to actually illustrate this for you. So just a little lesson to be learned, and the Congolese can be a little different, but why you've been responding, I think, so well to the new fine Brazilian stones of late is because of their very close proximity color-wise to pariba. And I think that if I didn't tell you otherwise, I think you might look at that stone on the left and say, oh wow, that's a really pretty pariba. And you would be, I think, absolutely right on as far as describing it from a visual ID perspective. But if you want to go ahead and do all the very, very detailed, of course, testing and all that, we would find out, and that's going to be done at some point, right, once there's a little more yield. But this is 112-6146, so we don't know if there is a copper element to the stone or not. Now, it certainly looks it. It comes from an area in Brazil that I'm not allowed to disclose the exact location in Brazil because they're still there mining it. There are brave men and women who are there right now mining this material, trying, and it's not been a lot of yield, I will say. There's not been a lot coming out of the ground, so it's definitely going to be one of those always considered a rarity. But if you would like to know more about it, well, unfortunately, we're probably gonna have to wait a significant amount of time because that's generally how it works. You don't get those types of verifications on chemical makeup of stones until there's been enough out there to test, and then they have to be sent to the GIA. Usually some organization or another has to raise a lot of funds to do all that, and that's kind of how it works. So the testing, as you know, contrary to popular belief, is not something that happens in a day or an hour. You don't get a stone out of the ground and then go, okay, now we know what it is and move forward. We know it's tourmaline, but again, getting the inside outs of the chemical makeup is a little different. So here we are with our carat 80 pear shape, 94 points in diamond. So I'm going to move the Congolese aside now that you've seen the side by side, and we'll focus on what is more of the blue-green material here in the bridge. I can say in the last couple days that I've been with you guys with the sale, it has been, we've seen just about everything. From the larger, I had the, what did we have? The 1289 sold on Sunday. The 4 carat 83 or 82, forgive me, I'm going on memory here, sold also on Sunday. So it's like all the smaller stones, the 1 to 2 carats are gone as well. So now I found one more for you in the vault. And no, there's not a lot of material coming forward here, and there's nothing new coming in. We haven't had a new stone come in, and it's been about 6 months, so it's been definitely limited. But here's our carat 80, 94 points in diamonds in the bridge, and we'll let you have it. Just a really, really rare stone, and we're discounting everything, and yet it's not going to be $69.99 any longer. This is a beautiful stone, and let's note the clarity that it's still a tourmaline, so we always inspect our stones so that we're not showing you the dirty typical material, which is really included, and heavily so, where it's a lot of haziness and fogginess. We don't do that. We're just really selective about what we're going to show you, to the point where you probably think it's just always clean, and that's a good thing. That's good. It means we're doing our best and really doing a well done job selecting the best of the best for you. But look at how clean that is, where you can see the diamonds running through it. It's a big motivation why we put it in the bridge to begin with. Here it is on the hand, so you can see what that looks like from a distance away, how bright it is, kind of sparkling like a blue-green diamond, is it not? And then here we are with, oh yeah, look at that. That's really important, isn't it? So that's spectacular. And what we're going to do right now is we're just going to make this really easy, and we're not going to do $69.99. We've got a huge value here, and let's make it easy, $22.99. Just a simple, easy deal, as low as we can make it. And then what we're going to do is take from $22.99, we'll take about $230 off that too. So really special, $230 off. So you're going to pay just a smidge over $2,000. It'll be $2,069. So that's important as well. And so, no, not the last day of the sale, Risa. I don't know. I wish I could just tell you what the last day would be. It kind of depends on how much we show every single day. So it's a little bit, obviously, when we get down to the last, let's say 100 items, That'll be the last day. We're still probably looking at a couple more days this week, I would imagine. So again, yeah, bear with us. I'll give you more updates. I would check in every day, but probably a couple more days just based on what I saw today. So still got some pieces to get through here. And yeah, this is a really special stone there with that clarity. So $22.99. Let's move on. In a couple, well, about 90 seconds, we're going to show you the Ametrine. And the Ametrine is wild. And I say that because we don't have this very often. And when we do, it usually is something that is pretty in demand. Look at that stone. That's what's coming up in about, that's 80 seconds away. So and isn't that the same mounting as the Kunzite we had earlier? Gives you an idea how big that stone is. So that Ametrine will be on the way next. We're just going to see who's got this beautiful new find. And maybe we'll be a little ahead of schedule here on the Ametrine. Yes, once again, the mat tried to kill me. It's got a big old hole in it, and so it's really a little bit of a work hazard, a workplace hazard. All right, so here we go. $22.99. Do you have this one? All right, thank you so much. Let's get to the Ametrine. We'll be a tad early, and that's okay. So here we are with, oh yeah, look at that. That is awesome. So one thing about the stone, for anybody who's going, I have never seen anything like this. You can't blame yourself. It's not often available in stores or even here. We bring all kinds of rare, and it's not something we see very often. So we have 112-6461. It's in white gold. There are a couple things you look for in Ametrine. Usually they are very light in color, very pastel, very much like not a lot of color going on, like a little bit of light lavender and then a little bit of light golden. This stone, accentuated by this cut, is everything. It's 11.5 carats in a cushion, but it's very rounded. So it's got a little modified cutting to it in that it bows out a bit. So think like a cushiony oval. Okay, so we've got white gold only. We'll size it for you. It's 11.5 carats. That is a jumbo size. Look what it does. And again, it's got some fuzzies on the inside because that's what's been happening when these have been sitting in their little black velvet slots for a while. So we have 11.5 carats plus it's going to be 46 points in diamonds. That is the same trapezoidal style we saw with the Kunzite earlier with the diamond pave in that setting. Now we also have the white gold. I think is a great contrast, and what you look for is you want a great saturation, but you also want ideally 50-50 split. You want half amethyst and half citrine together. That's what you have here. Thank you on that new find. By the way, the Congo is here, the Brazilian is sold. So that's how that's going to be. Now here we are with a very important Ametrine. I know we showed it, we're showing it very early in the show. There's a purpose for that because I don't want to upset people. I've done enough of that throughout this event because we've had too many limited items, right? I've been fielding pretty much, it's been on average about 4 or 5 hours a day sending emails to folks to say, I'm sorry, that already sold, and over and over and over and over. So I know that's not what you want to hear, but again, when you tune into these shows live, you get first dibs on what is here before it goes. It's either selling or melting, so either way, it doesn't leave much left, okay? So here we are with the 11.5 carat. Nobody's on the phone lines yet. I would really advise you to dial early on the Ametrine. And do you see what's happening with, I know you're probably thinking, but there's a curve at the top there, and I'm seeing in the citrine portion right here, a little bit of purple. Yes, that's true. Because of that cutting. What that's doing is really special. You're seeing a little reflection. This is just the uniqueness of this cut. And there you can see from the side profile how very intense. This is a natural stone, nothing glued together or anything like that. There's no treatments here. It's a one fine source where it happened to have the citrine, the golden quartz, and then the amethyst, the purple quartz, together naturally. That's how it grew. Natural in the earth. So really important. And again, it's the only place it's ever been discovered to do that. And it's a big, big ring. And it's a large, large, impressive style. And tell me what, this is the other thing I like to point out because there have been a couple occasions where it's worked, where it's amethyst and it's citrine. That also means it's February and November's birthstone together. So if that happened to be significant to you, how cool would that be to wear that every day for the meaning and symbolism behind that amethyst and citrine pairing? It's really, really beautiful, and it's just it's a looker. That's a very big stone. And can we take a $59.99 ring and really truly blow it out? We're going to. We've got to. It's early on a Wednesday. We're going to send it on out of here. Please dial in if you would like to own this one. It is not going to be $59.99. Call me. I promise you it's going to be a value even for the gold band. Let's pretend for a second, and you probably wouldn't like it as much, but if there was no Ametrine, no diamonds, and it was just a gold band that you're paying out in the world right now, good $6,000 to $7,000 for a gold band. It's a true fact, and that's kind of A little bit different than what it used to be, but again, it's kind of the new world of gold. So again, you want to take advantage of that. Everyone's begging to buy gold right now for the same reason, is because if you bought gold a million years ago and you've got something that's either you don't wear anymore, it's broken or something like that, people will pay top dollar for your gold because they need it so that they don't have to buy gold today at those kind of updated price tags. So keep that in mind, please. When you see something like this, take full advantage of it. We're going to make it even better than $59.99, and it's not half that price of $3, and it's not even like $2,500 is pretty amazing when you've got an 11.5 carat stone as large as this is. That is important, plus the diamonds on the sides. We're not doing 5, we're not doing, again, 3,000's half. You could get it for 25, that'd be a great value, $19.99. Even better. We're taking it lower than that. Take advantage of this. It's not going to be $19.99 or $1,500. It is your chance to pick up an Ametrine, and please do so, because otherwise it's going to be gone, and I think you're going to be kicking yourself that you missed it on this big sale event night, and it's not going to be even $1,000. So I told you we got some special things happening for you, and we will make this only just $9.99 plus an extra $100 is coming off that price for you. And it's going to be $8.99 and change if you'd like to get it. So what are you waiting for? The Ametrine of a lifetime in a bigger size, in a better color. That's the thing. It's not that lighter material. I've even had those here. Sometimes they are a little bit lighter. They can be very lightly saturated with color. Not this time around. This is that really jumbo, mega size, but really saturated, amazing color as well. And it's only $8.99. We'll give it 60 seconds. And if that's still here, I'm buying it. Because obviously, yeah, that's a value on any front, from the citrine or from the Ametrine to the diamonds to the band. Any individual aspect of that ring is incredible for $8.99. So we've got 50 more seconds left, and then we'll see who's got it. Then I'm bringing out the Tahitian pearl pendant. We've had a lot of pendants go out the door the other day in pearls, and we're going to bring out the Tahitian variety, which so many of you have asked us for. Plus we have diamonds and bracelets and drop earrings, and the heart ring with the pave is here, pink and white diamonds. Also here, opals. If you're an opal lover, wait till you see the trio that I have in monster opals, big time stones. 3 carats, 5 carats, another 5 carat, and they are massive. Wait till you see what we're gonna bring you in opals. And then how about pink diaspores? I know a lot of you missed them the other day. I got a new wheel of pink diaspores for you on the way, all over a carat. So yes. Okay, so we're verifying on this one. Let me see if Jason's got it or if Tim's got it. We got to find out here, and then we're going to be on our way. It is an important night to be with us. Wednesday night is here. It means the kickoff to our week together. I think of Wednesday as the kickoff to our week because Sunday kind of feels like the end of the week. So it is where we kind of kick off our week and get you ready for a big Wednesday, Thursday, Friday night celebration, and of course our weekend as well. We do have some really designer peridot, garnet, citrines, and London blue as well coming your way in a design that I don't think you've seen before. So we'll get there. Plus any requests, we're still waiting on those. Let me know what you'd like to see. If we have it in the vault or anything for you, we're going to bring it right on out, and that's going to be a lot of fun. So one more time on the hand on this one. I can't believe it's still here, but hey, it's one of those nights where, again, as we get into the night even further, we tend to get busier and busier and busier. That's a lot of ring for $8.99. Isn't it beautiful? And the intense colors and the great cutting, I've got to find that anywhere else. I'm trying to think when the last time I saw an Ametrine in retail was. Auction houses, yes, but in retail, the mine's been unproductive and closed for so long now. It's really tough to get anything found in the retail environment. So it's really exciting to have that for you. So $8.99 if you'd like to get it, go ahead and call me, and then we'll melt it down at the end of the night if it's still here. If not, well, someone's going to walk away with a great ring for a really small price tag. And yes, you know, we've been able to take the temperature of what you guys are loving throughout this event, and one of those stones has been the natural unheated Tanzanites. I do have one. I have a beauty that you have not seen. Look at this color. It's colors, really. It's like all the rainbow colors in a muted fashion, because we think of rainbows as like bright primary colors. This has everything from greens to goldens to yellows to blues to purples to pinks, all in one stone, and that is rare as can be zoisite. Yes, unheated Tanzanite can give you a lot more colors than just blue and green, and you're seeing it right there. So this one's a beauty. It's one only. It's 1123853. Just because you've been loving these, and we've usually seen either more on the blue side or some have had a little more blue and green, which is great. This has that rarity of having golden, having pink, having a little orange, and then you see how it almost is like a symmetrical look. If you were to, like, imagine putting a line right down the center of that stone. It feels very much like a mirror image. So very symmetrical type colors are here. And we got one. So let's make sure the 488 goes. All unheated, which makes it super rare. This comes from that mine in Tanzania, but something really cool can happen when it's unheated. And so when you have a stone that looks that good, why even change it? Why make it more one or two colors when it could be all these different colors? Goldens, greens, pinks, oranges. Do you see it? It looks like a kaleidoscope of colors, but you still have really intense purples and goldens. It's almost like an orangey golden here, then into the pink, then into more blue and purple, and then you get into the greens through the center. It is a very cool stone. It's also super, super exotic. And it's a 4 karat 88 unheated Tanzanite. Does anybody have the Ametrine? Not yet? Okay. 488, 24 points in pink, 76 points in white diamonds. That would be an exact 1 carat in diamonds. Isn't that a great piece? I just think, because, well, I was looking through our inventory obviously today. It's easier and easier to do it every day that goes by because there's less inventory. I saw a completely, it's actually, I brought it out. It's a completely golden orangey Tanzanite. And it's one of the most expensive pieces in our entire inventory because it's such a rare color. Well, this, and that's only, it's only a golden orange. This is a pink, purple, blue, and green mix. It's everything. And yet we're going to make this so affordable. It did start at $14,999 and very, I think, really very much appropriate for a stone that rare, especially when you cluster the big pink diamonds together and put the white diamonds around it. Well, we got a special deal tonight. One caller's obviously going to get it because there's no other stone. I've never had an unheated Tanzanite that looks like this. Never has one given all those different colors at once. It's usually just blue or just blue and green. I've seen just the golden, as I mentioned. We have one in a round, but this is really, and look at that from a distance. If you think you're going to miss out on those multiple colors by seeing it from further away, absolutely not. It still gives you all that array. It almost feels like, it feels like a little magic, doesn't it? It feels like some extra. Something little magical is happening every time this turns. You see new colors throughout, and it's not going to be even $49.99. We've taken $10,000 off so far, and not done yet. And trust me, this is going to fly. It is like the ultimate collector's stone. It is one in the world. We've added some really important diamonds with it, and it's not going to be even $49 or $39. Well, this one might as well be as good as gone. It's under $3,000, not even $29.99. Please call me now, because otherwise it's never going to last. It's just true. It just can't. And that's why we're so dedicated to moving everything at this low price. I mean, crazy lows. Not any sale event, and I've had hundreds of events here, like literally 9 years. There have been a lot of sale events, hundreds, truly, of sale events that I've had of different varieties. There's never been a sale event that has brought us price tags as low as this one does. And that is really the purpose, and it's why everything's going, and we're not doing 29 or 28 or 27. I just keep on going, and that's the point, is that you're oftentimes spending a lot less than what you ever dreamed you could at the best case scenario. And you know what? It's not even $27.77. I have one. Let's blow it out truly. And then you've got your 10% off. Take that while it's here, because I know we're all going to be really sad when you tune in soon and don't see that 10% off banner. It's going to be a sad moment for everybody. I know that. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to make it $2,699 instead. That, of course, about $270 off that price. So that means you're going to steal it away for $24.29. And that is how we rock the most incredible bicolor, really tricolor, really quad color. There's a lot of colors going on. To call it bicolor is maybe just underselling it a tad, but it's rare and it's exotic and it's just incredible at that price tag of $24.29. If you'd like to get it, that is just one of our best. So I told you, we have saved some of the best for last. It's like the inventory never ever disappoints. It never wanes. We always have special pieces for you, and that is one of them. So it's here at the moment, and we're just going to keep on moving. I do have one fun diamond. It's a real pinky orangey. It almost looks like a, if morganite color could be in a diamond. Look at that. It's pretty, isn't it? Golden, orange, pink. Woo. And then a diaspore that's huge. Opals. I've got opal rings I mentioned, but we also have an opal pendant. I was a little astounded at what we're going to do on this huge opal with the major baguettes. All that diamond weight, one of our largest diamond weights in a piece, is there. So let's talk top of the hour in 17 minutes actually. We've got a big top of the hour coming up. I do have a pink diamond pendant, so I want to show that to you now. I'm thinking it would look nice with this Tanzanite even, because this has its own pink and white diamonds. Who's going to get this? I do not want to leave that here even for another second. I know there's, you know, we sometimes just wait and recap pieces later for everybody who joins us later in the show. I don't even think that needs a second look. That has, even with a later audience here in the beginning, I would think that's got to go at that price tag. $26.99. It's really only $24.29, so it's a huge value. And then here's the pink and white that goes with it, or with anything else that you have. And I was thinking about that pink diamonds by the yard we sold out the other day. What a big moment this would be if you had that and you wanted to put this on. You could. 111-0229 is your item number here. Is going to be pink and white diamonds together in a oval teardrop. So I call it that because it's got this really, from a distance, it almost looks like an oval, and that's because of the way the bale kind of melts into it. It is a teardrop shape of solid pave, and it's domed. So you get that nice little extra dome way that the entirety of the pink diamonds are done. They elevate up over the pink or the white diamond border, and it's going to be 42 points in the pink and another 31 points in the white diamonds. So you're getting a total of 73 points in diamonds. I am so proud that this is here, especially at this price tag. It stays as is. It's a pendant. No sizing needed. Slip it on your favorite chain, whether you've got a rose gold or a white gold chain or a DBTY or a pink diamonds by the yard. It's going to work, and the bale's big enough. So here's what we've got for you. One only, let me give you a measurement on it as well. And then we can show it from a distance as well, so you can see what that's going to be all about, how it's going to look from, oh yeah, it's got a nice size. This is not a teeny tiny microscopic piece at all. And then you've got your length here. That would be about, oh, it is an inch, 1 inch exactly. And we have just the one in the rose and the white. Take a look at it here from a distance away. Isn't that awfully pretty there with that pink and that white diamond? Of course, nothing like pink diamond pave, because it just appears like it's one big pear-shaped stone at first, doesn't it? And then we take another up-close look at it here, and then we're going to blow it out. It is no longer going to be that, yet $22.99, where it started. We're taking it lower. Then we've got lovely, lovely opals coming up in rings that are all big sizes. The pendant I flashed is coming up. The Brazilian pariba that is certified, also here for our collectors. But right now, this one has got to go. And it's not $22.99. Come on in, pink diamond lovers. I know you're out there. And that last beautiful multicolored rainbow-like Tanzanite is still here if you'd like it. And think of how it looks together with that one with the pink and the white diamonds, shared pave there. We're going to do better than even $2,000 or $1,000. How about $999? Makes it $899 at checkout. I have a better idea. Let's take that $899 at checkout and discount that again. So you can save even more off of what I'm saving you, which is even more. And we won't even do $900 or $899. How about $888? Is what it's going to be on the air. Then we can take another $88.80 off, and it'll be $799 done. So that'll be that. And one only, beautiful, with pink and white. That's going to be 42 points just in the pink, 73 points overall in a 1 inch gorgeous style. So that's not going to last long, you know that. $888, and we'll see who's got it at $799. Do let me know. And then we're going to be on our way. We've got a lot to get to tonight. Again, the padlock with the key. 2 separate pieces you can wear 1,000,001 ways. We will have the last call on that necklace, our last 2 tennis bracelets, 1 rose, 1 white. And then we also have yellow diamond and white diamond drop earrings. They're big, they're grand, they're gorgeous. We have those. It is quite a day, guys. It is quite a day for value. It's a Wednesday. You need to let any and all jewelry lovers in your circle know about this show, because it's one you cannot miss. All right, let's move on. Got someone verifying on the pink and the white diamonds? You've got it? All right, so we're verifying on that one. Let's see. And then I know we like to say verifying just to make sure until it's 100% sold, because otherwise sometimes we're going back and forth. But there is a huge radiant cut diaspore. One of our larger ones is a 9 carat. We have a pariba pendant. Did you think that we had a 15 carat pariba? Because I do. I've got a 56 point out of Brazil, or rather 65 point out of Brazil, and then I can go all the way up to a 15 carat pariba in a bright neon green. And $799 on pink and white diamonds. What a beauty that is. Okay, so now we get to our gold quartz, something that we never ever have enough of. It's amazing how this has been a darling since we brought it here for the very first time. Here is your gold quartz. Let me actually flip it around so you can see the gold concentrated there at the top. Do you want to flip for me? There we go. So you can really see how beautiful. Interesting how there's a, isn't that interesting? It looks like that's just the reflection. We're seeing some, it looked like red, because that gold, just as a mirror finish gold would do in jewelry, oftentimes is reflective. So you've got the quartz here, which goes from like an ombre color, has a little bit of almost a red brown, and then kind of graduates into that white material. And then it's going to be $79.78. This is a one only as well. It's our gold quartz cushion. It is. It's a cushiony, rectangular, almost square, but not quite, triple split. I call this the fleur-de-lis style. It reminds me of a very, French-themed kind of look on the sides with this trident of diamonds. And we're going to make it really affordable. And don't forget about that beautiful Tanzanite. Just make sure you grab it. Somebody's got to get that Tanzanite, the unheated, so rare. We had the Tanzanite pendant earlier for $4.99, by the way, and that is still hanging out. And then we've got a whole array of fancy designer pieces for you. But this one is amazing. Pamela, I can show them to you. Yeah, I don't have that ring that's sold in front of me, obviously, but I can definitely show them to you. Yes, they do. The rubelites do. Okay, so here we go with the gold quartz, 1.5 carats, 46 points in diamonds. And we've got, let's show you a good look at the sides here so you can see that little triple split that leads up to that halo. And then there's that beautiful bar of mirror finish gold, kind of acts as a bookend there to lead down to the side pave. And here's what it looks like on the hand. And we'll give you a great value on this one. How about $9.99? Just to send out a gold quartz very affordably. And then let me know what we have spoken for from earlier, because obviously a lot of pieces are going from a little earlier in the show. We're almost done with hour number 1. We've got 2 short hours left to go, and I hope you'll get requests in as we just received one. So we'll get that up here next for you. Hi, Mary. We have a beautiful pear-shaped yellow diamond in a bridge. What's going on with this price tag? Mary, you've got the right idea. Let's show Mary the yellow diamond in the bridge design. Wow. Well, first of all, when I saw this, Mary, I've shown this ring hundreds of times. The mounting is familiar to us. It's our standard kind of classic bridge. 85 points in diamonds. We must talk about this center stone. This mounting is housed pariba, ruby, mandarin garnet, alexandrite. I could go on and on. I cannot recall a time when this stone in the center was under a carat. In all those different stones I've shown it in, this yellow diamond, it's either a misprint, because I'm looking at it like you're looking at it. We know this mounting well. It's either a misprint or it's the greatest value in all of jewelry, because this is a 50-point yellow diamond that does not look like a 50-point yellow. It looks like a 1 carat. Item number here is going to be 1126348. The color is about as perfect as you could ask for. Not too light or canary. The barely there yellows are not exactly what you want if you want high quality. It's not overly brown or orange, not at all. It's just a bright, bright sunshine yellow. I say look for sunshine. Your yellow diamonds should look like sunshine. Even if they have a little bit of neon, that usually means there's a little bit of green. It's nice if you want a pure yellow to have that exact color, of course, in the brilliant cut pear shape as well. 50 points on the VS stone, 85 points on the sides around it. What a value this is. Throughout this event, I've shown you a number of rings that look like this, and they are $39.99. And the look is pretty identical. Same mounting, same style, might be a little different stone that might have a little more of those browns to it. This is really spot on quality-wise what you're looking for, and you're getting an enormous amount of diamond weight. Our gold quartz is still here. Most of the first hour is still here. You can shop it as you wish, but if you are in the market for a yellow diamond, and let's say you want to avoid spending $3,000 or $4,000 or $5,000, and you do want a significant individual stone, not just a lot of little stones, this is the one that is calling your name. And that is the one you get. In the as-is two-tone, just a little bit of yellow gold. It's only setting the center stone. The rest is in white gold around it and also underneath it. But watch this. Here it is on the hand. This one is not going to last, so please call in early. And again, do not just sit back and wait and say, I'll think about it when we wait an hour. That is not how this event works. It's just too precious to stay here. The values are amazing, and this will not be $39.99. It's not even $29.99, which every ring before it that gives you this look is priced best case scenario at that $29.99. Nothing wrong with that. That'll save you an extra $300 with our discount going on. You get to save and save and save some more. But instead, we're going to take it even lower than $29.99. And please dial in as early as you can. It's going to stay as is. We'll size it for you. One of the great things we're still doing here is that bridge can be sized, amazingly so we can still bring that and make it, you know, that size you need right when it's delivered to your doorstep. You're putting it on and enjoying it and wearing it right then and there. But it's also not going to be even $1,999. This is the way to get your significant size in a yellow diamond, but affordably. Very, very affordably. And all you've got to do is say the word. And that word is sold. That's it. That's all you've got to do. But in order to do that, you've got to call in, especially when it's not $19.99 or $18.88. I am already below, and this is where the mounting, I know the mounting was made for the very first time many years ago, but that mounting today is close to $5,000 to make. And I'm talking about from us. We are the manufacturer. We get the gold. We get the diamonds. We make jewelry every single day. And so that mounting is worth a fortune more without, and I say mounting, that means the white diamonds and the white gold without the center stone, that half-carat yellow. That's extra. The mounting is not the ring. The mounting is basically the housing for the center. It will not be $18.88. Let's keep on going. I got to move some jewelry tonight before we go in 2 hours. So let's start here. Let's start here. We still got to keep the lights on. Yeah. Of course. This has a really deluxe undergallery. Take a look at the inside. I'm also showing you the very base of the band and how wide and how thick that is. And there it is from the inside. So this is going to be a comfortable, wearable. It would not be here hundreds and hundreds of times if it wasn't a well-loved ring, if it wasn't a comfortable ring to wear. We would not make something. I've had plenty of mountings where we make it once and we discontinue it. This mounting has been made over and over and over again, because of its popularity, because of the interest it gives. While still keeping its classic lines, it still gives you something different than what you typically have in basic designer jewelry. And it's not going to be $18.88. And it's not $17.99. I'll keep on going until it sells. We need to make sure we can get you the value you need that's going to make you one happy jewelry collector. And this should be it. It's not even $17.99 or $17.77. And we're verifying already. Probably don't need to go any lower on this one, but I will, because we've got to make sure that every last piece I show you goes. That's the idea. Let's make it $1,699 plus your extra 10% off. And that one should be gone. $1,699. And then, of course, after the 10% off, that is going to be $1,529. I'd like to tell you where that is, so you don't need to sit there and calculate it, because every little second counts, and we don't want you to miss out. So that will be the most amazing value on a yellow diamond in the bridge that looks like you're getting a 1 carat all day, but it's saving you a whole bunch of money. And that's what we like. That quality of that color is everything. So that'll be one and one alone. And then let me know who's got it. And that will be, I think we're going to have time for the Tahitian pearl. We'll get to that Tahitian pearl pendant very quickly before our top of the hour gets here. And then if you'd like that yellow diamond, oh, now is the time. Okay, so let's keep on moving. Yeah. One more time on the hand. Sure. Here it is on the hand for you. I think I was showing it upright the other minute ago, so let me put it the other way. There it is on the hand, facing away or pointing down. From a distance away is where that really, I think that color really becomes evident. You see the strength of the color from a long way away. And that's important, because these are, yellow diamonds can be a little bit shy. They can be, if they're not already giving you an inherently really bright, saturated color, they can really fail when it comes to a distant view. That one is strong as can be. So that'll be a really good value. And then let me know, and Pamela, if you're ready, let me know on the fabulous earrings we've got. And so, okay, we've got a Tahitian pearl, just one Tahitian pearl pendant before we go, 1128012 with chains, so you're getting the full necklace. Oh, look at that pearl. I was looking at some pearls that I had gifted many, many, many years ago, long before TVON existed. I had gifted some Tahitian pearl earrings, and I was looking at them the other day, and to a family member, and I was marveling at them, because I remember what I paid. I paid obscene amounts of money for those Tahitian pearl earrings, and it's one of the most expensive jewelry pieces I'd ever purchased as a gift. And I was looking at them, and they had these divots everywhere. And I remember at the time, and this is long before, I mean, it just shows how we spoil you here, because this was long before TVON existed, and you know, pearls usually have a lot of characteristics. It's a euphemism for a lot of things going on that you don't want to have. Ideally, you want your pearl to be completely flawless. But I always struggle with this because I think that sometimes if they're too flawless, everyone's going to assume they're plastic or they're like, you know, man-made. This is a natural, organic gemstone. So it should have little characteristics. So I think the solution is having subtle characteristics, the ones you don't see when they're on. Like when someone is looking at you and your pendant is here, your earrings are here, your ring is here, they don't see these big divots and craters, but instead it has just a little bit of that natural little beauty, like beauty marks, if you will. Those are the flaws that we expect, because you would not expect a natural Tahitian pearl, especially when a big size, to ever be completely smooth. There's going to be something somewhere. This one shows you, and we're only seeing it from a very magnified view here so far, and you can see that there are those little characteristics. However, from a distance, you will not see any of those. Watch, and this will be like the proof is in the pudding, so to speak. Here's where we have, from a distance away, take a look at that. Just is about the glow. That beautiful kind of charcoal intense color with some subtle greens and purples and blues. And then the bail, which is done in a marquise shape with pave, 12.3 millimeter on the Tahitian. Bail is a good size. Let's throw in the chain in case you need one. If not, you can replace it with your favorite chain. This is to show you the adjustability. There is a spring ring closure, and then you simply guide that little bead to make it shorter or longer as you need. If you have any extra drape, you'll have that little bit of that mirror finish disc at the end, and so you just have a nice little difference. And do you see how easy that was? I just slid it and then made it the maximum 18-inch length. So it's pretty easy. Yeah, slide the bar or slide the bead and you're good to go. Here's what it looks like from a distance away and on the skin tone. So you can see how that 12.3 millimeter round pearl is going to look. Let's take it up close. You get the box link chain with it as well for free, no charge. We did not build that in. It's just part of, it's so your pendant can be a necklace, because your pendant can't be a necklace unless you have a chain. And your chain at home may not be the perfect chain to fit that bail. So instead we throw it in so you're ready to wear, ready to go, and ready to gift it as well. And it's $999 as we are really close to the top of the hour. Our big top of the hour special. Did anybody get that yellow diamond yet? No, okay. Yellow diamond pear shape is here. And that'll be $899 at checkout if you like the Tahitian pearl. And you got it. That is sold. Well, as we get to our top of the hour, I want to show a special request here, something that I have not shown in this discounted event. This one is long gone. Take a look at this. This is for Pam. Hi, Pam. This is going to be your earring. She wanted to know something very specific. Had obviously been eyeing these for a while. It is the most extravagant earring we've ever done. And there have been some good earrings here. Like what come to mind are those big heart-shaped emeralds, and honestly, still nothing's going to quite compare to this earring. Look at that. It's a large button style, and I know she had one concern. And I tried these on for you earlier, so I'm happy to say, Pam, that these are going to fit very, very well, because I popped them on with the backing they come with, which is a big kind of butterfly backing with a nice stabilizer in the back. So they do sit nice and taut because they're a big earring. So the concern is, will they fall forward? They do not. So I'll show that to you in just a moment. But this is going to be 1124-4455. And so proud to bring you such a collection. And that's what this is. It's a 6 carat 43 total weight of collectible. We see pink and yellow, but no, that would be definitely kind of, if you would, rounding off the colors. There are bright purples, there are greens, there are orange diamonds here as well. And I think you can see that, especially that they're all set together side by side. The primary assortment is going to be pinks and yellows, yes. And that is extraordinary. But within the pinks, and let me just hold these up close for you so you can see right there, wow. Different shapes, ovals, pear shapes, marquise cuts, different sizes. There are a few white diamonds mixed in, which are the 28 points, but the concentration here is the 643. And then if you see this one, let me show you. There, of course, on the right side of that left earring, you can see the bright green, the intense purple down about 6 o'clock. You can see how there's orange and yellows. There's another purple off to the left there in that marquise. There are pinks, lavenders, purples, greens, and yellows and orange. Okay, so that's really what is here. 6 carats, 43, and 18 karat yellow gold. Now, they're going to come with this butterfly backing. I know Pam's concern was, well, I want to make sure that they look good on, because they look good up close, obviously. They look great. But let's show you here what they look like on. So I'm going to borrow one. First, you know, I like to show you the actual measurement here. And you can wear them squared off. However, I think my preference would be on an earring like this when they get this large. I really prefer to see them at an angle like that. So I'll show you how that's going to look. But here's your overall measurement. It's going to be 7/8 of an inch from the top to the bottom. And of course, that's going to be both ways, side to side and top to bottom there. And it's just a little bit, I mean, it would be, I don't know, it's right between 3/4 and 7/8. So let's call it 7/8. But just, you know, if we're really getting very super finicky here, it's about a little bit less than 7/8 of an inch. But that'll be the same side to side and top to bottom. They do have this butterfly backing, so I'll show you there. It's a nice size butterfly backing, and it's got, like I said, that instead of just being the little loops, it's got this little bar in the back. So that's what helps keep it so stable. I don't know if you have a preference on which one you want to see on, but either way, for the way they're going to fit and the way they're going to look, I would say this is, you know, it doesn't really matter. We're just going to show them to you on so you can get an idea of the size. And let me point them the way I would like to, you know, see them on. And of course, I have a second earring in, so please forgive me. I can probably take that off if need be. But let's take a look at them here so you can see, you know what, let me do that. Let me take out my second earring because that's going to be really impeding the way that they sit is when you have a second earring. I would say if you do have a second piercing, you're going to probably need to take that out depending on where it is for this style of earring. I think that would be probably best recommended. So if you guys don't mind seeing a little naked piercing, I'm going to have to show you that. And then we're going to show you what they look like on. But they're not entirely, I wouldn't say they're a heavy earring at all. They don't sit where they fall forward, and that's obviously what the challenge is. When you go big and elite style like this, and obviously everyone's lobe is a little bit different, but I'm going to show you here. I put them on a little more squared off, but I like to do it this way, and where they're going to sit right like they are, so you see them right there, so you can see how they're going to look. And again, that's what they look like on. So just to give you an idea, and then we're going to go ahead and take them way down so you can get this extraordinary value on a huge 6.5 carat diamond assortment. Let's go back to the wheel and we'll show you here what they can do. We can take them a lot lower than $23,999 and make them only $69.99 as we have reached our top of the hour here. It's hour number 2 here in full effect, and so we've got a very special assortment of jewelry, and there you can see right there, a little more set up a little more straightforward to you there. And I know we also want to show you some rubelites that are copper bearing. We've got a purple and we've also got a rubelite. Let's show those to you as well. So here's what they look like. We're going to start with the 8 carat 52, and you'll see the difference between a red tourmaline and a purple tourmaline, both with copper in the case of what I'm going to show you next. And thank you on those earrings. So those will be another $700 off. And then here comes the rubelite. Look at this. This is really a rubelite purple. I mean, it's, again, different colors. This is Mother Nature. So you don't just plug in a color and say, okay, Mama Nature, make it in this color. There's going to be special different nuances here in colors that you get. And let me just polish that up for you. It really is. It's a little more reddish in person, and then here up close under these hot lights, it's a little more purple, and it definitely has the neon glow, but it is copper bearing. It's item number 1125210, and that would be the 852 oval. 852 oval, pear-shaped diamonds on the sides, and that would be your 3 on each side there, which just flare out. Then you've got the diamond halo beyond that, and this one will be our 852, so that is a luxury style when it comes to the purple pariba. It's also very clean considering it's an 8 carat 52. I would love that clarity in a 1 carat, let alone one that's giving you 8.5 carats in that deluxe fashion. But also it's in the white gold. It'll stay as such in the white gold, and we can still show you a true purple that has a little bit more of that pinky purple as opposed to the more red purple, and that's what we see here. And when we say purple, I definitely think for Pam, who was looking for a glow, I think you're probably going to like the oval a little bit better than the pear shape. And that's obviously, you see the difference there. It's a beautiful color on the pear, but it doesn't quite have that same pop. So I think for pop, you're going for the oval. Anyway, we'll concentrate on that one. I just want you to see the comparison so that you know. But that oval is going to be with the 98 points in diamonds. And we're going to blow it out from $12,999. It goes way lower than that. We're going to make that one $69.99. Same price as those gorgeous diamond earrings. And then Constance, we've got your Tahitian pearl pendant. It's large. It's a very large enhancer actually. So we've got an enhancer bail coming up. It's always nice to see. And then I know that Tahitian pearl from earlier just sold a moment ago. So that one's already gone. And now we're going to talk a little bit about, well, $700 off on that one, make it $62.99. Here's what it looks like on the hand for you. And it's in the white gold. Stays as such in that white gold. That's what it looks like from a distance. Look how bright that is. Every time you're in a little different light, sometimes it's this really kind of purple red together, but sometimes you do see one color a little bit over another. So it just depends on what light you're in, if it's a little hotter, brighter light, or a little more subdued, lower light environment. So that's a really good one with $700 off. All right, let's get to our Tahitian pearls. And then if you like the pear shape, we can always touch on that as well. The pear-shaped pariba is going to be a little bit less money, but again, a little smaller, 5 carat. So here comes the Tahitian pendant as part 2, because obviously we had our Tahitian the other moment, and that's gone already. Now I've actually got 2 available, so let me see if I can prop this one up. Probably not going to sit on its own here because it's a very large piece, but I want to show you the yellow gold that I have here as well. So this is going to be 111-9643, and it's an enhancer. What does that mean exactly? Well, it means your bail actually opens up. So you can get basically, the piece you see doesn't have to just be a chain that goes through your bail. You can actually open up the bail. See that figure 8 in the back? Looks like a bracelet. Well, that's what's going to open up one way. Then the bail flips open the other. And then you can pop that over, let's say, really large beads or Tahitian pearls, or white pearls, or golden pearls. Doesn't need to be Tahitians necessarily. So you get a great 13mm stone. You get a 33 points in diamonds, both baguettes and rounds together. There's our yellow gold. So the pearls are going to differ a little bit depending, which is why I'm showing them side by side. So you choose what metal you like, or maybe you're going on the pearl you like better. But that is going to be our 14 karat gold. So you get the white or the yellow, black pearls 13mm at 33 points in diamonds, and it is a large size. Let me show you here from a distance away how large this pendant, this enhancer bail is. So you can see that is definitely a sizable piece. And yep, looks like it when it comes to Tahitian pearls beyond the one that's already sold. So now you get a chance to get that 1.5 inches in length. There it is, top to bottom. That is definitely a big piece. And then you've got plenty of options when it comes to what kind of chain are you going to use. That could be, again, your basic chains that's on the neckline. It could be your basic chains. It could be your pearls. It could be anything really, because that enhancer bail gives you tremendous versatility. And then we'll go back up close. So this one's going to be a whole lot more affordable. Oh yeah, no, we can't leave that at $39.99. It's got to go. So we've got the white or the yellow. Let me make sure you see both together here again, so you can make the choice that's best for you. And yes, slightly different colors of pearls. I think they really thought that out well with that little brighter, richer, bolder yellow gold. They went with a little more greenish purple, and then it's a little more soft teal on the pearl in the white gold. Either way, it's going to be $1,299 a piece. You tell me which one you like better. We'll get it right out to you. And there again, those are that. It's the same thing I talked about earlier, like the subtle little characteristics, if you will, but nothing that you see when it's on. If you're more than 2 or 3 feet away, you don't see anything but the glossy, beautiful glow of that Tahitian pearl. So $12.99 gets you another $130 off that. And then let me know which one is your preference, and we will move along. We got the big opal pendant coming up. I do have a huge pariba, but our top of the hour has been a little delayed by requests here. We've got our last call on the tennis bracelet, so we're going to bring that to you next. Tennis bracelet, then a lot of diamond pieces are on the way. Your requests are welcome as well. If there's anything we can find for you or show you, that is what tonight is all about as we reach the end point. Very, very close here. We're very, I would say the end of the sale, Sell It or Melt It sale is imminent. So let me know what you'd like to see. Now this bracelet, here's the white gold. I also have a rose gold. Very unusual to see this in rose gold. So I think that it might be appealing just by seeing it, because sometimes that's really the problem, is if you don't see something visually, it's hard to gauge what it's going to look like. But here we have, and I'm going to wrap these around a bit so you can really see how the diamonds are so completely consistent in their quality. That's really what we insist upon. So here's your rose gold. And then I'll pair it up with the white gold here as well. That's what we have, 111-0355. This is also the most affordable of our diamond tennis bracelets. How do you decide? Maybe you're stacking, maybe you're building some arm candy, maybe you're ready to add an extra layer to your stack of bracelets. I'll tell you, there is no limit to how many bracelets you can have on these days. It's like the more you have on, the more chic and high style you look. So it's not something you have to leave necessarily just as one. You can add, you can build, you can layer, you can go ahead and have those beautiful pieces you've always wanted and not save them. Just wear them and wear them all at once. Don't save them all for like, okay, which one I'm going to wear today. It doesn't have to be a Monday through Friday deal. You can always choose to wear them together. Now we have the $291 in the diamonds, and that's going to be your bracelet set in solid gold, and nothing's going to give you more gold in today's inventory than that bracelet. It is our 3 carats almost. They're all beautiful, shining, bright VS diamonds, and of course, those are the 2 we have, 7 inches each. One of those is going to go to your house. So before you think, we've all been there, where we've all been kind of duped by an online site, a television place, where you're going, it looked great on that picture on my computer, or it looked great on that screen on camera, but then I got something totally different. Well, that's never going to happen here. We show you what we offer and what we sell and what we send. So that's the better thing, is that as we welcome you to our second hour tonight, we've only got 2 more hours left. And of course, tonight is a very special night. It's a Wednesday night, and we're so glad to have you with us because we're blowing out jewelry. Cellar Melted continues for the next few days, probably. $291 in diamonds and a bracelet here. Plus, you've got stacks and stacks of diamonds that are all big, ample sizes, all round brilliance, all VS, but they're also in these really important baskets as well. That's a lot of gold that you've got there going on in that bracelet. So you're going to choose, do you want the rose or the white? This is our last call on this bracelet, so it's not a time to wait, especially if the 7-inch works for you. Obviously, it's got to stay as that 7-inch, but we can have it out to you tomorrow. So major value, great for stacking and layering, and no, it's not going to be even $49.99. That's where it should be. We're going a lot lower than that on this Wednesday night. Thank you for being with us. Get requests in if you have any. Otherwise, just sit back and let the great jewelry come to you, and you never know what you're going to find that you can't live without. The bottom line is the prices can't be better. They cannot be better. That is, I can assure you of that. So now we just need to decide, what's your favorite piece? What would you like to have? And here we go. I'm going to make this really, really impressive. It's not $49, it's not $39, it is not. And you know what? We get that extra 10% off is going to amount to a lot of extra savings for you, as always. And so you are guaranteed to get the best value possible on VS diamonds in a tennis bracelet. Let's show it to you from a distance. I'm just going to borrow the white gold here so you can see, because this is not a small bracelet. I love it to me, this is the one I always recommend when people ask me where to start with a tennis bracelet. If you're not sure, maybe you're gifting and you want something that can be worn every single day, I think this is the size that really you can rest assured is going to be a classic for every day. Doesn't get too ostentatious or oversized. Not going to be even $39.99. This is before your extra discount. Let's take it down to $2,999. You get an extra 10%, $300 extra off that price tag, $26.99 at checkout for our diamond tennis bracelet, which means you get diamonds from one end to the other. So there they are, completely done with the insert closure. So you're going to have one side inserting into the other. So that's the box style of the closure. Here's where the other side is going to insert in. Then you've got, of course, those 2 figure-8 safeties. Here's what the rose gold looks like. Very unusual to see the rose gold, but gives you the allure as if they could be like the look of pink diamonds, but the rose gold, just beautifully done. Or maybe you're just a rose gold lover. It's tough to find tennis bracelets done in the rose gold, and there are your 2 choices for $26.99, and those are the 2 you get. And that's not a gold overlay. It's not a plating process. Solid 14 karat gold, white or rose, you get to decide. So that's our last call on our bracelets. Everything else I've had throughout this event in bracelets is sold out. Let's get to our diamond ring. Well, this is our, you know, I know Valentine's Day is over, but this is iconic for every single day of the year. And those of us that really admire beautifully made jewelry can really admire that this is not something that looks like your typical heart-shaped jewelry. I have got also the yellow gold and the white gold only here to choose from. And there's your yellow gold. Now the top is going to look the same because that is about as perfect as pave gets. And this is an icon here, a world famous ring. It's actually been modeled after a necklace. That's what started it all here, was a necklace to match. And we have the heart shape here for you. It's 111-3896. And again, welcome into Wednesday night. We've only got an hour and 45 minutes left, so love to hear from you, what you're looking for. But there's your white, here's your yellow. Last call. What do I have? White gold. We got a little bit. I have 3. 1 in yellow gold. Yellow gold and diamonds have been the most popular selection throughout this entire event. So we have a carat 02 all the way across the top. This is a larger scale ring. It's not a small little tiny piece here. Let's take a look at it on the hand. You can wear it anywhere you want. I would recommend ring middle index because that is how sizable that heart-shaped ring is. And it's solid pave across the top. This is one flat platform It's really essentially rimless. It doesn't have a big bezel around it. It's part of the look here to have that almost like the infinity edge of pools, which is kind of the ultimate, like if you ever saw like the most high-end, beautiful, what you name it, estate or resort, it's going to have like an infinity edge pool with probably a really spectacular view. That's kind of what this is the equivalent to in jewelry making, is that infinity edge of pave. That perfectly just defined heart, but all sits across the top. It does not stop sparkling. It even gives you the effect like princess cuts do. Do you see right there what's happening across the surface? How the diamonds are actually picking up like reflection off the individual surface of the rounds. And that is not something most rounds do. That's because they're bigger stones. They've got a great cut to them. This is white or yellow. Remember, only one in the yellow gold, and come on in because it's not going to last, and it's not even $24.99 like it should be going forward, because we know what gold and diamonds are doing. Let me know which one you like. 3 in white gold, 1 in yellow gold. And we will count them on down. My bracelets are here. They go with anything and everything in jewelry. This ring does too. And it's not going to be $24, $23. You know what? Skip $2,000. We need to make a carat plus in diamonds in a big old platform. Watch this. This is one of my favorite details. Look at the sides. You think we just left it with a heart shape on top? Look at the heart shape cutouts all the way through the profile of the ring. Baskets, like you see, look at that. That's what elevates it to keep it on that flat, plain surface. I mean, what a beautiful, beautiful look. And it's not even $1,000. It's $999 if you'd like to get the heart-shaped ring. And that is $899 at checkout for you. If you want the yellow or the white, it's our last call. On a lot of these models, if you will, we're not creating them again. Because if we did, it'd have to cost so much more than we're used to paying anyways. Doesn't make a lot of sense to bring it out and, you know, bring it again and make it again at a newer gold and diamond price. We're just sending it out at the lowest price possible right now. You've got last call, and I doubt we're ever going to see that again. It would be, I would be willing to bet just anything on that. We're not going to see it again, because bringing it out at $3,000 or $4,000 or $5,000 is probably not going to work. I'd be hard pressed to sell it at $25,000. So that's why you take it now here tonight at $899, and you just let me know if you want the white or the yellow. Yes. Yellow gold's gone. So yellow gold out of here, no surprise. That's been happening for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. The yellow gold is gone, and we're going to size that for you. White gold is all that remains, which, you know, usually you figure white gold's going to be the most popular with our white diamonds. You've been loving the yellow gold. Here it is, though, that perfect way to show off how amazing and white and bright each and every one of those white diamonds are. That is the way we do it. So that one's going to be last call. 60 seconds on our heart-shaped ring. What a beautiful gift idea that would be as well. To give to a loved one, is there anything more sentimental or precious than giving heart-shaped jewelry? But this modernizes it. This upgrades you. You get the VS diamonds. Right, and Pam, you're right. No two stones are ever going to be exactly alike. So, yep, I know sometimes you miss the boat on pieces, and I can't bring you the equivalent. I'm sorry. That's why, you know, honestly, everyone's asking me if I want to get into lab grown, and I'm not ready to do that yet. There may be a reality that may happen going forward, but exactly, you can't really do that with natural stones. You can't get two natural gemstones exactly alike in color and clarity. You just can't. I've been doing this for 25 years, every day of my life. For the last 25 years, there are no two stones that are ever exactly like in natural gems. So yeah, it's really tricky. It's just, again, a reminder to, when you see something you love in color, go for it. And yeah, just know that there's probably not ever going to be an exact equivalent in exact color, especially in paraibas, because I'm a collector of paraibas myself. I have, oh gosh, I've got like 16 or 17 of them at this point. They're all totally different. You know, they're all different. So they've all got, and I like that, they've all got their own personalities. But yeah, to be able to bring you an exact purple, they're too few to go around. So yeah, I just bring out what I can. I just bring out what I can to hope that, you know, we show you, at least get you familiar with what's here. But thanks, Pam. Thanks for watching, and thanks for requesting, and glad we got to show you something. And again, purple Pariba is still available for any collector out there. We got the bracelets. We've got, again, this is, which one? Do you want a white gold? All right, white gold going out over there. So we just have now one left in the white gold, and that'll be that. So thank you so much. All right, heart-shaped ring almost gone. And I don't think we're going to be seeing that again. So kind of a sad moment, if you will. We'll have a wheel of pink diaspores. So the other day, they completely sold out. And I wanted to see if we had anything else. Well, we have 3 final pieces. Hi, Victoria. Wait a minute. I showed this for her on Sunday. Is it the same gal with the same bracelet? Did she miss it? Got it. Okay. I remember. I feel like this is a deja vu moment. Victoria, I'm going to show your bangle now. Okay, so we saved it for her. She, I guess, didn't catch a glimpse of it on Sunday when we showed it. So I recall that was the very end of the show. So we're going to show it again, 111-8773. And then the last of the white gold heart-shaped ring is still here. Go ahead and call us. And then we do have pink diaspores coming up right after this request. And who was shopping over there, Jason? Thank you, Renee. All right, so here we go. This is the coolest cuff bangle I think we have. It's 111-8773, and it opens up on one side with a kickstand. This is what we call the hinge. When it hinges on one side, easy on, easy off. It is our big Carat 05 pear shape. This is so attractive on, and yes, there's that kind of chevron wonder ring feel to it, but that's not really the intention here. It doesn't have to be a stack style. We think of wonder rings and a lot of the chevron styles we've done as stackables. This is really meant to be that standalone piece. It's a Carat 05. It's 72 points in diamonds. Let me show you from the side profile here how this works, because you're actually going to have one side only that opens up. Please do not try to open both sides. Just open the one. That's really how it's designed to work here, so that you can watch this. It just goes on really easily like this. You want to go in from the side. If you're going on like that, you're going to probably contact me and say, Lolo, I cannot get that on. That's made for a baby wrist. That's not how it's designed to go on the wrist, even with it open. You have to go in from the side here like so. And that way it just kind of, without even having to clasp it closed, it tends to fit. But then it also just kind of finds itself. I hinged it right there really easily. No pinching, no nothing, so it doesn't look like a hinge. It just wears beautifully, and you can see how it sits like a cuff. Of course, that means it's open in the back, but not going anywhere. Do not be scared of a cuff bracelet, please. They're not going to fly off your wrist. I could really like do cartwheels here, and it's not going to come off the wrist. You really do need to open it up on one side. So I just did that here, and then you go out from the side. So again, it's going to fit an average size wrist, yes. Okay, so that one's down to $19.99, so I'm so glad she was able to see that and get that, and thank you so much. That's a beautiful Carat 05, and yes, clean as can be. We still use the same quality rubies in bracelets. Now I'm going to build a wheel here for you. It's our back by popular demand, except everything I had the other day completely sold out. So now we're bringing pink diaspores, which I realize have a little bit of lavender purple to them. We're going to bring 3 more that we did not have. And those of you that were with me that day, and I'm trying to think, I don't know if it was Thursday or Friday or Saturday or Sunday, but I feel like it might have been one of those weeknights last week where we had the pink diaspores and they were so gone so quickly. And we only had 3, and so there were a lot of you that missed out. Well, we got you 3 more to take your choice of. They're really nice size stones. They're all a carat plus. And we're starting with the Carat 33 as the pear shape. The round on the left side is going to be a 114. And then I do have a more traditional look here. And then for the sake of building kind of a smaller, medium, and large, even though they're all really big stones, there are the different colors. And we did this before where there were different preferences. This one's got a more plummy pink purple. This one's a little more almost like a pinky lavender, very almost diamond-like. And that's got more of that plum color, and this is more of a lavender bright, almost like a little bit of ultraviolet coming through on that one. All 3 are going to be the same incredible price tag. Isn't this wonderful? I'm going to go ahead and give you some carat weights here, and yes, we do have some pink diamonds around the band. So that's going to be a little bit of pink diamonds and white diamonds together. The rest are all white diamonds. So you've got wide gold weights no matter what, split shank around the double halo in the middle. The really wide band on the right is very sophisticated, elegant, very ornate. That one's going to be, and I'll walk you through your carat weights here so that you get familiar with them, and then all you have to do is decide, because the price tag is incredible. I mean, that's the blowout. That's the whole thing we're doing here, is getting you the lowest prices ever. Now the round is going to be off to the left. That's going to be 7659. That'll be a 114. That's where you get the halo of pink diamonds. 29 points in the pink and 28 points in the white diamonds. Then we go to the middle. That has got some serious pinky, plum, purple, red even. That's going to be your oval. 101 on the oval, carat 02 in the diamond. So big diamond weight there. It'll be the largest diamond weight of the 3 in the wide band. That will be the 133 pear shape. The 133 pear shape has 70 points in diamonds. You pick which one you like. All in the gold colors they're in. They're all in white except for a little bit of rose gold to go around your halo there. On the round, and whichever one you like, they're under $2,000. $19.99. I had to make it fit with what sold them out the other day, but it was different options the other day. Now we're down to our final 3 in the pink diaspores that are of this size. Everything else I have are quite a bit larger. So with that, there'll be a little bit more money. So if you're looking for an affordable way to get one of these Afghan stones, and of course, these are the Ghost of Mine Afghan material. Yes, this is the stone that was only mined for 1 month. Think about other quick mining ventures. They consider Tanzanite a generational gemstone because it was discovered in the late 60s and it's almost done. So if you've got a mine that only lasted for 1 calendar month, that is not a lot of yield. And there hasn't been any entrance into that mine since. This was all back a few years ago. We are so delighted to be able to bring you the ghost of mine material, the rare, again, there's another diaspore out of Turkey. That's the color change variety. This does not change color. Instead, it's almost like it gives you different colors within each and every stone. And it will not be whichever one you like. They're not even $19.99 or $1,500 or $14.99 either. Going even lower, all you have to do is dial. You can't go wrong with these ideas or these values. Yes. You got it. So here's the wide, there are 2 wide bands. We've got one here in the round, the other in the pair. Take a look. Here they are together, somewhat together. There's the round. That's going to be the 114, item number 7659. Here is the pear shape in the wider band as well. That's got 70 points in diamonds, all white gold. This one's got that little bit of yellow, or rather rose gold and pink diamonds in it as well. So again, the pear shape is going to be the big carat, that was a carat 33 actually. That's the largest stone of the 3. This is the carat 14. So you decide which one you prefer. They're not $14.99. They're going to be $1,399 a ring. That's before your 10% off, and all you do is tell us which one of the 3 you like the best. So there's the round and the pair. Let's bring them back up close, and then we'll try on the classic oval as well. The oval has the double halo. That's going to give you over a carat in diamonds. The only one that has over a carat in diamonds is the oval, and there's your pear shape. And they're all slightly different colorways to them as well. So do let me know which one you like. I think Tim's verifying between the round and the pair. Let me know here with the, I'm going to try on the oval here. It's the 101. That's the 101 stone with the double halo. That's going to bring a lot of diamond weight there to carat 02. Yes. Here it is. So there it is on the hand for you first, Jason. Then we'll go up close and show you the inside of the one there in the oval in the middle. There it is on the inside. Oh, that's nice. With the split shank, they still build around underneath the oval stone. So you see there how it's a little platform that sits it up a little bit higher for you. Okay, so that's the inside of the oval. Then we have the round and the pair. They are all slightly different colors, and that is the beauty of seeing them together. Do not size up on any of them. Yes. Yes, they are. They're all $13.99 plus your 10% off. You got it. The round is gone. The round is sold. Congratulations on the round. That round is gone. A little bit of rose gold on that one too, just Tim, just to remind them there. Item number 7659. So you've got a beautiful and wearable stone there. So enjoy that. That's a beauty, isn't it? Really good piece, and such a delight to have beautiful, bright, saturated colors like that. They were very popular the other day. I know, don't give up on us. We always try to bring you what you may have missed out on. When we see something popular, we like to be able to bring it back to you and bring you another great value, and this is certainly it, with some very heavy diamond weights that you're getting here as well, and that's awfully nice. So major moment here for our diaspore collectors. Honestly, for any collectors, it's probably one you have not had too many chances to own up to this point. We haven't even seen it all that often on our show, so very thrilled we can bring that to you. And it's only going to be $13.99. You get about $140 off that price as well, to make it really easy. And keep in mind, it's about a 7, Tim. So as I was, I classify personally, if it's a 7 in the hardness scale or greater, I think those are the ones that are wearable. I usually only let you know. I consider softer stones anything below a 7, and I usually point that out. So yeah, most stones we present in jewelry are 7 on the Mohs scale or greater, so that they are wearable every day. And I always make a point. Let's point out the speens and some of the, if I ever have sphalerite for you, I haven't had many, but sometimes again, stones can be a little softer. I like to give you full warning on that. So here we are with our 2 last diaspores. Jason, are you taking the oval there? No. Okay, so we've got 2 left. Opal wheel coming up. We do have some really remarkable opals coming for you. I do have the big pendant. I flashed it earlier. We've got Carol's request coming up for a golden zircon in the bridge. Is this all we have left in the golden zircon? Yeah, I know they've been very popular throughout this event. Let's show Carol's ring here. It's 112-2016. Take a look at that one. Isn't this a unique color here? It's a little bit between that gold, yellow, and orange yellow. So it's kind of like, again, getting into a deeper golden color here on the zircon. It's 2016. It's a round, always exciting to see a round zircon because that's really showing off the double refraction. That's a 2 carat 30 stone with 67 points in the diamonds. As I just zoom in here, dim the light only because, you know, we're set up where to zoom in, you got to just reach in front of the light. But there it is with the 2 carat 30, 67 points in the diamonds. One row, going to run all the way underneath the stone. The next is going to be the halo, and that's where you get that perched up above, but all really wrapped in that halo in gold. We only have the one here, Carol. It seems like every other golden zircon we've had throughout the event, it is already gone. So we have double checked on those, and everything else we've shown you is spoken for. But got a beautiful round here. It's supposed to be $39.99. We're going to drop that price all the way down, get it for you even less. How about $999 plus an extra $100 off in the discount, and that will be only $899, of course, and so that will give you an extra discount to make that super affordable. How about 3 rows in gold? I mean, that's like 3 bands in one. It is. It's like 3 rings all together. We've got the outside rows in the gold. You've got the diamonds running through the inside, the halo right up top. So beautifully done, and for $899, what a value that is. How about our big opal piece? We got the big opal pendant. I do have a fire opal pendant as well. Large Paraiba, Brazilian Paraiba is certified. We've got one of those coming up. Some of the ultimate collector stones are still here for you. Even an opal wheel, and our last call on yellow and white diamond drop earrings, the big drops, these really gorgeous styles that move and have so much luxe to them. Also have the key and padlock. You get all of it. You get 3 pieces of jewelry essentially in one style. I love this. This is very fresh. This is very updated, and we only have 1 in yellow, 1 in rose, and 2 in white. Okay, yes. Okay, got it. So this one's available to the first call who would like it, and then we do have heard from our requester. She says, I don't know, I'm gonna wait on that or think about it. So again, available to the first caller. Let me go to the hand here and show you. This is a really fabulous multiple ways to wear it piece. And when it comes to what is really more popular than I've ever seen it, in my nearly 3 decades of doing this, is charm styles, building your own piece, different looks day by day. This is actually 3 separate pieces of jewelry. You're getting 2 pendants and a chain that you can play with and use in different ways, kind of put it on in different ways. I kind of love the idea of just wearing it all together and letting the key hang out with the padlock, but it is separate, so you can maneuver it, change it, wear them separately, wear them together. This is the adjustability. First of all, we're bringing you an entire chain, of course. So you've got all the flexibility of making it your own, adding it to other chains as well. But let's throw in this chain on item number 111-6748. Here's the heads up. I've got the 1 in the yellow gold. I've got 1 in rose gold, which I'm about to show you. This will be all separate. So the padlock, separate from the key, separated from the chain if you wish it to be. And then you've got all the adjustability. Plus, we have done such a beautiful reverse on the padlock itself. I have been known to wear this reversed as well. Let me show you the back. That is what you get if you want to wear it without diamonds. It still looks like it was designed that way to be worn in all solid mirror finish gold with still your 2 separate pieces. The key has no right or wrong way to wear it. The padlock can be worn this way, or there's the grand reveal. There are your diamonds in the rose gold. And then I'll show you the white gold as well, which we have a whole big quantity of 2 available in the white gold. So let me show you all 3. This is going to be the up close on it as well. And again, all fun. You could even, what I would do, this kind of takes me back to the kind of the early days of jewelries when, you think about if you wanted to maybe give one piece, like let's say you wear the lock and then you wanted to give someone else the key. This is the way it can be. I mean, you can really make it your own. You can do fun things with it. I know this one's not going to sit on its own, but I do need to go zoom back on it for you so you can see the whole piece. But that's why you see there the thickness of it. That's why it's designed not just with a back and a front. It's really designed as 2 separate pieces brought together. So remember, you've got your white, yellow, and rose gold, very limited as this is. And then you can see here as I separate the 2, You can wear them separate. You can wear them together. There are your two distinctive bails. Of course, the one bail is turned around on the lock. But just to see how there's no hearts within it. I know sometimes little locks and keys are done with hearts. No heart shapes here. And then that great finishing. And then this is your lobster claw. So you've got the really important clasp and closure, 16, 17, and 18-inch O-rings to utilize as well. And then we're going to do the white, the yellow, or the rose gold. And maybe you want to layer. Maybe you want to gift. Like I said, you could do the gifting where you give the lock or give the key and wear the other. She wears one, you wear the other. Take a look at that. So that's one way to do it. Here's what I've got for you. The last call on this price tag, there's your yellow, there's your rose, here's your white gold. And each and every one has that beautiful lattice work finishing so that it's really well done. Got to show you the length it's going to give because, well, it's a big sizable piece loaded with diamonds. Diamond weight is just under a carat. This is where the chain is $600 on its own. The key would be about $200. The diamond padlock would be about $2,000 conservatively. You have over $3,000 in jewelry here that we are not asking anywhere near that. This should be $29.99. Watch that. There's your 1-inch drop. I'm going to show it to you on the neckline as well so you can see it from a distance away and get a look at how it's going to look in the white gold. And again, separate them if you wish. I love the way they just kind of come together. When you wear them together, you can put the key in front, you can put the key in the back, whatever you want to do. It's got a great size and it all comes off the chain. So you're still getting, again, the chain by itself is worth the price of admission here because we're going to make it very affordable and less than $29.99. There's the yellow. Oh, you know that one's going to go very quickly. All the yellow gold designs have been. Yes. Golden zircon gone. Thank you so much. Golden zircon is spoken for. There's your key. There's your lock. Let me know. Rose, yellow, and white. And they will not last because they are $999. You're getting everything. Everything you see from the adjustable chain, diamond cut, to the padlock done in almost a carat in diamonds, to the fabulous key, which is all done in gold. Here's the rose gold. You got one choice, one chance to get the rose gold there, which does. When you see pave white diamonds like we do in the rose gold, they look like pink diamonds, don't they? That's a great style and a great look. $9.99. Again, key is separate. Padlock is separate. Chain can be separated from all. Wear what you like. Yellow, white, and rose. But only last call. Let's give it 60 seconds. Golden zircon's gone. A lot of pieces going here tonight after the fact. So please dial in early. We've got about an hour and 20 minutes remaining, and that's it. Not a lot of time. A lot of jewelry to get going. So there we are. The padlock and key and almost a carat in diamonds. Yes? Sure. Here's the gold zircon. There it is. There it is on the hand again for you. Subtle bridge, 2 outside rows just done in the mirror finished gold. 1 row in diamonds runs underneath. The big zircon in the middle with the halo. That was the golden zircon that just is spoken for now. It's item number 1122016. And that is gone in the yellow gold. And that was down to $9.99, so $8.99 at checkout. And then, of course, so is the key and lock design. That's also down to $9.99. which is also $899 at checkout. And we've got 30 seconds left with white, yellow, and rose to go around for you. Big diamond drop earrings featuring yellow and white diamonds. Any requests you have. Actually, Kirsten, we've got your request next. We'll bring out a couple of really good paraibas for you on the way. Actually, I've got a paraiba and a ruby in one of our most favorite designs. So that's going to be coming up. Actually, the same design we saw in the diaspore earlier. All right, let's get to some other requests here. This is beautiful. Green paraiba. It's got that nice minty type color to it. Very bright, very neon. Item number there is 5185. And then I also have the same design in a Burma ruby. So let me show them together for you. We'll see which one you prefer. That is 72 points in the green paraiba, 70 points in diamonds. And then you have the ruby version. Now the ruby is going to have a little bit of the rose gold just to kind of pair up nicely with the red of the ruby there. And that's going to be, the ruby is 1117385. Keep calling on the key and the lock necklaces. They will be here for you. White, yellow, rose, at least for the next probably 30 seconds then. I can't guarantee anything beyond that. We just got very busy on the phone lines. There's a major delay tonight, so you definitely want to make sure you dial in now. Either one you'd like. We got the 72-point green paraiba, 70 points in diamonds here. That is two-tone yellow and white. Over here is the ruby, 111. 7385. That would be the 82-point Burma ruby with a 70-point diamond weight in rose gold and white gold. So totally up to you which one you like here. The price tags, no matter what, are under $2,000. And that's a very, I would say, one of our higher end mountings, certainly. I know we're not doing it going forward because it's so ornate. Yes. Yellow in the lock. All right, the lock in the yellow gold is sold out. We have the rose and the white available. And if you would like to have either of those, let me take them each under $2,000. Actually, the pariba should not be going anything less than $19.99. I'm going to do a little extra bonus here. We've only got an hour and 18 minutes left. So got to make some magic happen. That's what I'm here to do. That is, after all, that is my job description. So let's do this. Not even $19, $18, or $17.99. I'll make the pariba $17.77. And then we'll go even, how about this, lower on the ruby out of Burma. We're going to only $14.99 on the ruby. That way, if you like them both, you can get them both, because there is a difference. Even though the diamond weights are the same, it really does change the look to have the rose gold outside of the ruby there, as you see, and then the yellow gold with the pariba. So either way, this is $17.77, and this one's only $14.99, each with an extra 10% off. So you're saving $177 here. Yeah. Ruby gone. Congratulations. Let me try it on real quick for you too. Here's the ruby. 7385 is the item number there. The ruby is spoken for. That'll stay, of course, in the rose and the white gold. Rose just on the outer cabling detail that you have on the outer top and bottom of the band, and then your white gold with white diamonds. That is gone. Let's take a look at the pariba 5185. I'll bring it up center here for you. And that's the pariba. That is $17.77. Congrats on that ruby. Don't forget, we had 2 tennis bracelets earlier, both in rose and in white gold. Those are still available for you. You can call us there. And then this one will be down to just $15.99. How spectacular is that? To get a pariba in your collection, it's not easy to do. To get a pariba of a significant size, like a light 1 carat like you have here, and to do that in the yellow and the white gold. So big moments here for our collectors to get really, really, truly rare stones like that is. And that's what, I'm going to show this one on the hand as well. Still have the lock available in the white and the rose. Kind of nice. Who would have thought? $8.99 gets you a diamond encrusted lock, key, and chain all in one. That is only $15.99. Stays in the white and the yellow gold together. There it is one more time. You want the rose gold lock? You got it. Rose gold lock is gone. It leaves us with the white gold lock only. Enjoy. Those are very special. And we'll do our fawn diamond as well. Got an amazing fawn diamond for you. Opals are here. Do have some really cool opals for you. And speaking of opals, there are opals in rings, but I also have this jumbo opal pendant. One of our very biggest markdowns of the event. I've shown you thousands of items in this event. There are certain pieces that really stand out for the way in which they're discounted. This is one of them. And since we're already zoomed a ways back, thought it'd be a good time to bring out 7620, which also has a diamond in the bail, but I really want to just concentrate on this opal out of Lightning Ridge, Australia at 7620 is your item number. And those are all, look at these baguettes. It's not just the way they're tapered, it's the way that they actually do this full ballerina style. And boy, never thought I would see diamonds be as bright as they are with no light on them. How about that side profile? Yeah, you're going to see a little extra of the etching here, but the way these diamonds are presenting, all the flashes of purples and reds and yellows and greens, that is a testament to how beautiful those big baguettes are. And here's what it looks like from a distance on the hand. This is quite something for size. 9 carats in your opal. Out of Lightning Ridge, Australia. Look at that. Is that not stunning? Here's your length. Platinum piece, of course. 220 is your diamond weight, and that's how it measures. 1.5 inches top to bottom. Put your favorite, it could be sterling, white gold, platinum, whatever chain is in your white metal, use that with this pendant. Here's what it looks like though from a distance. Oh, and this is going to be such a better look at it because look at the light. Being darker light, it's actually really helpful to show you the beauty of that opal. So you see that here, lots of blues and greens, a little bit of those purples as well, some reds and pinks also. And we have 1.5 inches in the drop. Let's go back up close and give you the most amazing value. And look at the inside. It carries through what details you saw on the side profile, brings it all the way through the back of that basket. Even those are the carat weights that are stamped and engraved on the inside as hallmarks. You see a little bit of that orange and yellow presence and red as well. Super important, huge value. Used to be $22,999. Well, our key and locks are almost sold out. We've got white gold only remaining. This is the opal through and through. Of course, it is natural black opal. Look at that. I love looking at the side there to see the layers, how it's even more blue and green through that very base layer. And when I say layers, it's not layered as a doublet or triplet. It's all natural. It just looks like, again, you see different colors there throughout. And we're going to do this one for, well, I was thinking $99.99 if we want to leave it here. I don't want to leave it here. I don't want to leave anything here. We've got to really truly move some jewelry here tonight in our last basically 72 minutes that we have tonight, and then Wednesday's over. So what we've got to do is make this even better than $4,999. And yes, what we just saw, nothing short of a miracle on a 9-carat lightning ridge opal. But it is not $49. This is the opal value of a lifetime. It is right now. It's not even going to be $49.99. I will blow it out for $3,999. That's with an extra $400 off. It'll be $35.99. One caller only on a 9-carat lightning ridge black opal that is natural through and through. That's huge. That is quite the deal right there. $39.99 drops down to $3,599. Please don't miss it. And then we have a whole wheel of opals coming up in platinum. 2 of them are 5-carat plus sizes. Wait till you see those. But this one, the big one, the jumbo, the maximum size, that is so impressive. How about 220? Where are you getting 220 in diamonds that are all baguettes for $3,599 only? It's incredible. So that one is here for the moment. We're just going to keep on moving. We got a lot to show you. Not a lot of time. We do have a fire opal in a pendant as well. So that's going to be quite affordable. I do have the most lovely fawn diamond. It's kind of an orangey. I think it's actually a bit mislabeled. To me, see, if I was labeling it, and that's sometimes what I do is just relabel things based on, you know, their accuracy. This is not as much a fawn because fawns are more brown. And this is less fawn and more orangey pink. That's what this is. This is not a brown diamond. So what we have here is a classic case of a little bit of a, let's say a miscoloring, if you will. Like, just again, this is a natural stone. Mother Nature is attributed with the beautiful color it has and the unique color, but it's more of an orange diamond. I would say it's more orange than anything else. It doesn't really have browns. It doesn't really have yellows. It's more of an orangey pink tone, which is probably why they added the pink diamonds too, which is really attractive. Just a couple of them set within the split shank. 112-7417. Still labeled as a fawn. I'm going to really rename it here. It's definitely an orange pink, and that's why it's got the rose gold prongs, the pink diamonds in addition on the sides. We have just one, and it's a carat 13 on that fawn. Again, beautiful orangey. It's not really, I just don't think it's a fawn. It doesn't have any brown. So I'm going to just go ahead, we're going to label it kind of an orange pink here and send it on out. And last time I had an orange diamond, it was $18,000 and sold. And it was actually smaller in size than this one is. So I would say we have a big moment coming. And this is where you are definitely going to want to be first on the phone lines, not second. Remember, dialing in does not obligate you to buy anything. It just puts you first in line. It gives you the first right of refusal. You're getting in before anybody else does. And that is very, very important on a stone like this, especially with a carat 17 in white diamonds and 8 points in the natural pinks. Like, you could take it just for the mounting and get the deal there. The fact there's a carat 13 fancy natural color there is even better. Let me show it from a distance. It's still going to have that color even from seeing it from further away. You're still going to see that really true kind of orangey pink color. I have got a better deal than even $9,999. Come on in. We only have one. This is the one you get. So it's got the rose and the white gold combination, mostly white, just a little bit of rose gold. Again, that's setting the center. It's setting the side pinks. That's it. You're really getting 3 different colors all in one ring. I think that's economical. It's a great way to collect diamonds because you're getting so many all in one set there. And we'll do better than 99, 89, 79, 69, 59, 49. I have literally an hour and 8 minutes. to move a lot of great jewelry. And boy, is there a lot of it here. So this is where you need to dial in. Call me quickly. Tell us what you want to see. If that's the ring you've been waiting for, or now you're just saying, well, orange diamond is one I definitely don't have. They usually go for a whole lot more. Maybe I just take this one now, get that collectible, wear it, enjoy it. Don't tuck it away. Don't save it. Don't stick it in a safety deposit box. Just wear it. Wear it and enjoy it and love it for what it is. And we'll make it even better than $39.99. If we're going to go ultimately low, we need to get it under $3,000 because no 1 carats go for under $3,000 anymore. How about this? You're getting it set in this piece of jewelry with a total of $225 in diamond weight, and you don't have to pay $39 or $29.99. This is all-time best. It is definitely, I know this is going to be one where we have 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 people all thinking about it and all wanting it, because I think we've pretty much solidified that as the value on colored diamonds here in this event. But it is not $29. It is going even lower. This is before your 10% extra off. There is one only. Let's make it $2,888 first caller, and then you get it for $25.99. And altogether, it's worth just going ahead and making sure everybody's aware here that you do have a grand total diamond weight here of $238. $238 for $25.99 in a really rare color that I don't have another one like it in the entire inventory. Yes, Jason?
Can you show the 50-point yellow diamond?
Yes, I can. The pear shape again? You got it. Is that one still here? All right. Pear-shaped yellow diamond coming back out to fillet. Side view, inside, outside. Sure, we'll show everything. Who is that? Is that Mary by any chance? Oh, okay. So let's show you a couple things here. This is the yellow diamond we had earlier. Now, if you're not familiar, Carol, with this bridge is considered the more wearable of all of our bridge mountings, and that is because it's not oversized while still bringing you the elements of a bridge. A bridge usually has the rings of, like the gold of 3 rings in one, and that's what this does. Doesn't sit up too high off the hand. I'll show it to you on the hand again. Here's the inside. Here's the depth of the band itself. You can see you're not wearing through that one. And then you've got great finishing, which keeps it steady up and off the hand, but makes it comfortable. Doesn't sit up too high. You see the double row down the middle? They run all the way through side to side. Orange diamond? You got it. Here's the yellow diamond, and now we're talking diamonds, diamonds, more diamonds. The orange is gone. Now we get the yellow out the door for $16.99. 50 points center pair, 85 points in diamonds in the white diamonds all around it. Don't forget, we did have diamond tennis bracelets earlier tonight that are somehow still here with just under 3 carats in diamonds. Here's what it looks like, Jason, on the hand one more time. If she wants to take a look at the screen here, and then we'll show you a couple other angles here. So I think if you're concerned at all about it sticking up off the hand too much, I don't think that's going to be a worry at all. It's one of the more lower profile rings that we have, despite the fact that there's essentially layers of gold and diamonds. So that one should be gone. $16.99, of course, extra $170 off that price. For our half carat yellow that I was pointing out earlier, looks a lot like a 1 carat because usually that's what that mounting requires. So it's a much bigger look than you typically get from a 50-pointer. And the color is exactly what you want it to be. And now it's opal time. We've got our opal rings coming up. So orange diamond gone, yellow diamond gone. And then I think it's time for a Panther. A sapphire and diamond Panther piece. Ooh la la. Big, beautiful 18 karat gold. Wow. So, okay, this is a little different than our other Panther pieces we've seen. They usually have teeny, tiny diamonds or sapphires at best. Let's take a look at the very large. I'm starting here with the eyes because we're doing blue sapphire eyes in the 18 karat yellow gold. You're seeing the front here with the very distinctive paws, wrapping around, touching his tail, and then look at this. The size of those sapphires continues. Bigger size sapphires throughout. 25 points in the blue sapphires. Okay, there are your eyes. There are the stones throughout the back, mixed in with the diamonds. A lot of gold. That's all 18 karat gold. Item number here is 7447 on the sapphire and diamond Panther piece. And it is going to go in a hurry, I have a feeling. There is no doubt about that. And here we go. With the opportunity of a lifetime, sapphire weight is a 1/4 carat, 25 points. The diamond weight is 25 points. So just different ways to get there. You got the bigger stones in the sapphire rounds, you got the smaller stones in the pave diamonds. Now we have one great opportunity to send it out. Lower price than ever before, $49.99. It is not. We're gonna make it even more affordable for you. Here's what it looks like on the hand. Wow. This is just, it's a lot of 18 karat gold and so designer. Obviously, they are instantly recognizable. Some of the more higher end motifs in the world are these exotic cat panther pieces. It's not $49, $39, $29, or $19. We got a value for you right now. It is going to be $1,299 plus your $130 off the one-of-a-kind Panther piece with the sapphires and the diamonds. And this is all your viewpoints. That is sold. Congratulations. Thank you so much. Now we got to get to this Congo. If I say Congo tourmaline, your mind probably thinks of a blue-green. When in actuality, I've got a Congo tourmaline that is in pure, clean, rubellite round. I mean, that is amazing. That is a gorgeous stone. No cloudy, no hazy, no nothing, just glittering, bright, beautiful facets. That is 18 karat gold, no less. Item number 6698. And thank you on the Panther, thank you on the yellow, thank you on the orange diamond. We are moving through jewelry very quickly. Things get really busy in about 2 minutes. Why? Because it's our last hour, but that's not why. It's because it's usually our starting time. So 7 o'clock used to be our starting time. That's still when a lot of people join us. So it's going to get a little busier in here at the 7 o'clock hour, which is only about 2 minutes away. And that's why I want to slip this in before we get there, so you guys get the opportunity of a lifetime. And it's not, look at that. Look at how clean. Look at that up close. That is undeniably one of the best tourmalines we have here. No question about it. Just one of the best we have. Look at how bright. Is it purple? Is it red? Is it hot pink? It's all of the above. In this gorgeous round, set up a little bit, look at that. Perfect mounting the way it's set up with that double halo. Each halo elevates a bit. Diamonds down the sides as well. Total diamond weight, 66 points. We have got one. It's in white gold. We are ready to move it. And there is, again, I don't have another stone that looks like that. It reminds me a little bit of the copper-bearing stone we saw earlier for $7 grand, but maybe even prettier because it's a round. I mean, there's something just really special about the round. This one does not have copper, but it's still really, really rare. And it's our Congolese rubellite. Just when you think the Congolese known best for the blues and the greens, now it's giving us this red, pink, purple. And it's no longer well, look at that, $69.99 is what it's supposed to be. We're going to make it a lot better than that. First and only caller, there is one. Please, I invite you to dial in early on this one. 18 karat gold. That tells you how strongly we felt about this piece, that we even put it in that upgrade of gold, like 18K. In the white gold that you see there, it is not $69. We're getting this under $3,500. That's your 50% off, is $35. And if you want to pair up something next to it, look at this. You can go right on up next to it. How do I do that? Well, that's because that whole basket work actually directly angles in. So you can set something right on next to it, like another band ring if you want to, right there, whatever you want to do. But it's not even $3,000. We're going less than $29. This is not a time to wait, because these rare tourmalines only getting more scarce by the day here as they go. And we'll make it only, I was going to do $24.99. Let's skip that. Go even lower here. Top of the hour has arrived. It's our last hour of our Wednesday tonight. This is your time. Pick up the phone and make requests, or more importantly, even pick up the pieces that you've seen earlier that might still be available. Let's make this better than 24 or 23 or 22. I'm going $21.99 on the big Congolese rubellite stone in the round, which is actually, after your discount, is under $2,000 to get it. It'll be $19.79 at checkout. So $19.79 at a dime to get that beautiful, bright as can be. It is purple, it is pink, it is red, all together. It is an outstanding, outstanding stone. So that is here, and then we've got our top of the hour, so welcome on in. It's our last hour, though. We're going to start it with this opal wheel. Got the most exquisite opal wheel. I still have a huge Brazilian tourmaline. It's a Brazilian pariba, and it's GIA certified. Maybe you know this designer ring. I've shown it a couple of times over the last few years. Here it is. Wow. Still one of the coolest mountings we've ever done, I think, is this artistic blue and white diamond mounting to go with your Brazilian pariba with a GIA cert. So pretty important. And then we have a diamond band. We have yellow and white diamond drop earrings, the big opal wheel, a diaspore, and then I'm going to need your request. And we also have a fancy designer ring, but in very well-known stones like peridot, garnet, citrine, and London blue. Let's actually start there. You know, this is kind of a, for those of you that watch a lot of shows and see it all, and jewelry starts to look very familiar and it can look a little bit the same. Look at this. That's where I'm going to start. I always think that this is like a Rorschach test for jewelry. It's so open to interpretation as far as the design. I get a lot of different looks. When I see this ring, I think of a lot of things, and I think the first thing that comes to mind is like a little bow, a very feminine bow. But you've got your heart-shaped stones, 2 of them together, that sync up here in the middle, and then diamonds around it. It almost looks like it could be butterflies. It is really a beautiful look. It actually angles up a little bit, as you see here. Yes, there's a garnet version. Oh, how popular have our garnets been? I've had just a few garnets in the last few days, and they've been wildly popular. Probably no surprise, because we don't ever see garnets in the red variety. And so now we do. So we've got, wait, I've got more. I've got citrine coming up. So these are some of our favorites. Here's the citrine, 2 different heart shapes together. So do you want peridot, red garnet, citrine, which is Madeira citrine, so it looks more like mandarin garnet. If it looks like mandarin, it's a Madeira. It's not yellow. It's got a bright orange. And then I've got the London blue topaz. They're all as they are. You can see all white gold except for the citrine and yellow. They look like beautiful heart-shaped bows or butterflies on. It's a full east-west design, so it really fills up the finger side to side. And it is your choice of, now it's only 1 of each. Okay, that is really important. They are as they are. We're going to size them, no problem. Oh, never mind. These are size 7s only. I keep forgetting. These are designer pieces. They're size 7 only. So yes, this will be limited, and that always makes the hill a little harder to climb here. Size 7 only. Heart shapes together. We've got about 5 to 6 carats depending on which stone it is. So if you want the, let's say you want the citrine, that's going to be 5/16 of citrine. 35 points in diamonds will be the same on all of them. If you go with the London blue, the blue topaz will be 610. And then if you go with the garnet over here, that's actually going to be 6 carats 60 total weight in your 2 heart shapes, and then 506 in the peridot. And again, all have 35 points in diamonds. So you're going to choose your designer ring. Let's go take a look at it here on the hand side to side. And then I'm going to start with the citrine. Look at that. What a beautiful, beautiful ring this is. Different, designer, and so, so well priced. And you're going to choose which one you like. So is it the citrine? Is it the peridot? We do the brightest, best and brightest of our peridot. I'm going to try in the London blue. Is that more, it's usually more saturated than this, to where it's really like a dark navy. And I like when Londons don't get too dark, because I think that really makes it. And then here is your red garnet. So you can see them. I just want to stagger them a bit so they're not in each other's way, because you see they do go side to side. So let me know if you want the citrine, the peridot, the London blue, or the red garnets. And they're all going to be the same price. They are size 7 only. So again, if you can wear a size 7 anywhere on your finger, please pick these up. The price tag was supposed to be $39.99, award-winning design from years ago, still ever as beautiful and different. I do want to show you the side profile, because you actually have a subtle turn. There's a little curve to the way the diamonds are set, so you can see them from the side profile. So you don't have to be looking at the piece upright. You can see it there. You really see the diamond presence from the profile on either profile. So you don't need to necessarily just see it up front to get your diamonds, which are also through the middle. And again, 35 points in diamonds, no matter what, in whichever one you choose. And this is how we make, so there's still, to see those peridots, still some of just the truly best and brightest in our stones. Peridots that are spot on color and clarity, they're second to none. Do you have a favorite? 39, 29? Can we do 19? What can we do to make all the designer rings disappear? How about price them lower than the cost to put them together? And that was, about 7.5 years ago. True story. I've got the odd numbers operators whenever you need them. So this is not a time to wait. They used to be $14.99 when we made them 7 years ago. It's 2025. We're going even lower. Plus, we're taking 10% off for the next 55 minutes or so tonight. So let's get your requests into, or take whichever one you want. Yellow gold on the citrine. The rest are in white gold. Let's make them just, I just sent them out. I was going to do $13.99. Let's just go all the way down, make them $999. That's it. And they're $8.99 at checkout. Citrine is gone. Item number of the citrine is 8297. 8297, gone. Which one would you like? Jason, don't tell me you were thinking about the citrine. How about London blue over here, or peridot, or red garnets? 60 seconds, and we move along. Any requests you have. It's tempting to wait till the last 30 seconds of the show. Please give us a little bit of time to gather your requests, bring it out, and show it to you. So if you have a request, might as well bring them in now for this last hour of our Wednesday. Again, sell it or melt it, not going to be that much longer. We're getting through that very, very tail end of the inventory to show you. Everything gets one more chance on the air. We got really busy on the phone lines here, 35 seconds left. So again, one of everything, 506 in your peridot. The garnets gave you a total weight of 660. And then you've got your beautiful London blues, which are 610. Those are two separate heart-shaped stones set back to back with the diamonds around them and down the middle. So $8.99, whichever one is your favorite, let me know. Size 7 only though, size 7 only. That is the caveat there. I realize that may be limiting for some, and I'm sorry that they are. But again, designer pieces sometimes cannot be sized. So that is one of those rare exceptions to the rule where we just can't size those particular styles. We will have an opal wheel coming up for you, a beautiful, bright opals, all set in platinum. I'll give you a little preview. They're all big too. Look at that one. That's a, wow, that's a grid. And these were the, you know, they were the $10,000 and up opals. Yeah. London blue is gone, and then there's another preview of the, those opals are coming up. So we'll show those all together. The London blue is gone. That's going to be item number 8296 for you, Tim. 8296 on the London blue and white gold size 7. And now we're going with the garnet and the peridot. Last call, 999, but at $8.99 at checkout, so much better at checkout for you. And which one would you like? Remember that the garnets are January's birthstone. The peridot is for August, coming up before you know it. And we do have those opals still coming up in about 20 minutes. We'll get to those opals. Thank you so much, everybody. Yeah. Okay. So the London blue is back, and you can get the garnet or the peridot if you'd like. Okay. So, okay. Those are really fabulous designer rings, no doubt about it. And there's the London blue for you, December's birthstone. So blue topaz, peridot, garnet, still available. Let's get to our, well, we're going to do something that we can tell you right now. Having gone through this sale now for maybe, I don't know, it's been 5 or 6 weeks straight. One thing tops all others in popularity, and it's any kind of diamond band. Well, I'm going to bring you the diamond band we have not seen until tonight. Right now, one of our bigger ones going way back. This was made eons ago. 111-8370, and we have a white and a yellow gold available, and please do not delay because this is not the 17-point diamond band or the 69-point diamond band. I had a 74-point diamond band. We're going big time here, big time. We're going to a carat 47 in diamonds, minimum. Carat 47. The middle row are smaller. The outer rows are larger. So you get this really interesting kind of textural look to your diamonds here with the all white diamonds side to side. This is the white gold, of course. Here's the yellow gold, and you're going to decide which one do you like. Honestly, you don't see a whole lot of diamonds or gold color in the yellow gold at all, which I'll show you on the hand here coming up. But this is definitely one for the ages here with the 147. It goes like, again, a triple stack without stacking. No need to stack away. No need to worry about how are they going to fit once you do stack multiple rings together. They're just all built in, all as one. And we're going to do some recaps here as well, because if I've shown you everything I got, we need to move. I do have a yellow diamond pendant though coming up as well that is very, very, very affordable. I'm going to make it even more affordable. If you guys don't mind, I'm going to do some wild things here with yellow diamonds here at the end of the night. So we're getting there. We got 50 minutes left. Let's get the diamond bands out, white or yellow. You let me know which one you want. Let me start with the yellow gold though on the hand, because I don't think you're going to ever know that it's yellow gold until you actually, if you really, really see all the way, even there from the profile, tough to make out the gold color. So I know that the yellow gold has been popular, probably more so than any other gold color throughout this event. So there's only one here. You definitely want to dial early, but I would say really think about, really do think about the white gold too. Look at them side by side. It's going to be tough to tell which is which, even when they are directly next to each other, right? So again, yellow gold, white gold, you decide, but it's not going to be, and I know it's a lot of diamond weight, a little bigger band than we're used to seeing here. We've seen all the smaller ones go. We're kind of ramping up as we get down to the finale of this event, and it's going to be a carat 47 in the diamonds. You've got a chance to pick them up here for It's swan song. They're $39.99. There's the white gold. Here's the yellow. They're not going to be $3,999, even with your discount. That's fantastic. Hi, Mary Jo. Thank you so much. You're so kind. You know what I'm going to do? Half of that's $19.99. We're not staying there. And with more diamonds, you have to have more gold. So with more gold, you got what should be a higher price tag. Not here, not tonight. We've got about 45 minutes remaining to go. Let's make this even better than 19, 18, 17, 16, $15.99. You got a big whopper of a discount coming your way. As well, we're going to take it even lower. How about $1,499 plus $150 off? So $1,349 gets you a carat and a half in diamonds. And that is how you get a really good wearable, but still, again, sizable but wearable. That's the thing. How do you get a big band that's going to look impressive and be the wow factor when someone sees you even from across the room, and then have it still be comfortable in daily wear? That's always what the challenge is. I even brought out the big diamond bands we had over the weekend, the 3 carat, the 420. They were the really big ones. Not everybody's going for that. I can tell you those are the toughest ones to sell because they're so big in size. Not everybody's looking for that because they're not necessarily every day for everybody. This is the band that still gives you more than just, let's say, the little itty bitty diamonds. You know what I'm talking about. The little micro pave bands. Those are beautiful as well. I wear those every day. There's a place and a purpose for all different types, but this is the one where you get that presence and that wow for $1,349. Let's move on. I got the big yellow diamond deal before we get to the opals. This yellow diamond deal, and here's what we got to just make sure everyone's clear about. There are no more yellow diamonds that have come into our inventory here because we make our own jewelry. So first of all, we make our own stuff. We're not buying from outside vendors and dealers. Do you ever see, vendors screaming at you here? And, no, we don't do that. We make our own jewelry. It's part of the reason why the values are so good, is because we're taking our own stones, creating our own jewelry, and that's how we provide the values. Now, that has to be founded on, you got to start with good diamonds, good stones. If you don't have the stones, you can't make the jewelry. We have been without procuring any yellow diamonds for a long time now, and it has been years. And the yellow diamond pricing in the world is going absolutely crazy. It is the stone to own, clearly. We still see them popular as ever. Even despite the price increases we're seeing, they are as popular as ever before. I have got something that was going to be one of the biggest values of the entire event. The event's been going on for nearly 2 months, okay? It's been a long event. But this is going to be the big discount that I hope everybody has a chance to own. It's 112-1605. Come on in. It's a Wednesday night. We are live. This is TVON. I'm Lauren Blair. We've got a very, very last few minutes here, and I'm going to come in even closer because I don't shy away from our diamonds. We saw a beautiful pear-shaped yellow. This has that same, exactly what I was pointing out you want to get. I don't care if you shop with me or somewhere else. Yellow diamonds, if you're looking for quality, you want that color. Go ahead, screenshot it, take a photo of it, however you can memorize it. That's the color you want to have if you want ideal. You want bright, I told you, sunshine yellow. Not too orange, not too brown, not too green, not too light. That's what you want. Now, this is a 20-point minimum center stone. It's a VS cushion cut square. It also has 5 points in yellow diamonds that match around it. Then you get the 19 points of extra diamonds as well. In white diamonds, even in the bail. This is your everyday wearable. This is yellow. Now, when I had my first yellow diamond piece, it was actually in a cross pendant. I still have it. I still wear it every day. It is from TVON. It was emerald cut, yellow diamonds together in a cross. That thing is so special. I've had it appraised every single year, every February. Every February, late February, February 20th, I get my jewelry appraised. Every February 20th, it's a thing. I have had that yellow diamond pendant. It was just a pendant like this with no white diamonds. That thing, which cost at the time, it was $9.99 at TVON. That was many years ago. It is now appraising for over $50,000. That's the kind of swing we've seen in yellow diamonds. And mine are small yellow diamonds, nothing big like this. This is a 20-point center. So that thing is worth something. Natural yellows are going bonkers in the trade, in the wholesale world. We see it in the wholesale trade shows every few months. There's a next one coming up in a couple of weeks. Very excited about it because it's actually one I can get to because it's actually in this country and it's in Las Vegas. So, it's the big JCK show every June. Very excited. I'm going to tell you right now, there is not a dealer out there in that upcoming trade show that's going to sell you that 20-point diamond in natural. Now, if you're going lab grown, that's another story. I still think you're going to be challenged to get a lab-grown yellow diamond for this price tag. We're giving you the entire pendant for 5/8 of an inch top to bottom. Go ahead, Jason. Question? You got it. White and yellow. Thank you. All right. Designer band ring sold out. Take a look at this. That's what it looks like from a distance. Let me give you a measurement. Here we go. Watch this one fly. I know what you're thinking because we had a necklace the other day that was very popular. It's sold out. Pretty much everything I've had in yellow diamonds, including tonight, sold out. Here's what we have on the neckline just to give you an idea of what that's going to look like. I love it because I wear both colors of gold. I wear white gold and yellow gold and platinum alike. This is always going to go no matter what else I'm wearing because it's got yellow and white gold to go with your yellow and white diamonds. And now we get to take another close-up look. And for gifting, it's amazing. For yourself, operators, I'm not going to limit it to one per customer. I've only got a couple. If you want to get more than one, you can just get, and every single diamond like this is exquisite. And they're VS. And they're natural. They're all natural. These are not made by man in a lab. They are natural from Mother Earth. And we're not going to do the $12.99 price tag I have on my bag today. We got to do better. We've got to do better. I've got to make magic happen. We have literally 42 minutes to do it. And I'm going to sell these out now. Operators, what I need from you is to tell me how many you'd like. We're busy on the lines already. Backed up calls. Do not wait to get on the phone lines. It's now or never time. This is not $12.99. I am so thrilled about this, and get as many as you want, but we have fewer than 10 to go around because getting identical diamonds of that quality is not easy. So now we get to go even lower and make it even better, and no, it's not going to be even $9.99, and I know that would sell them out. I've been doing this long enough to know when a value's a value, and at $9.99, that's going to go. Operators, I'll need to know exactly how many you have. Please tell me. This is not going to last at all. There's no way. Yellow diamonds are soaring. They are astronomical. I'll get you a new updated price when I get back from Vegas. In a couple of weeks, I'll be there. And you know what? The prices will have gone up from even where they were in Hong Kong in March and in Tucson in February. We are anticipating pretty much, I would say, cost prohibitive pricing. They're not going to be $9.99. Please call me quickly. I don't think they're going to last. You never know, but I would be highly doubtful, especially when I could give it 60 seconds and sell them out. But they're not going to be $9.99, $8.88, $7.77. They're natural stones. And for everybody who's watching who's going, I don't even know what this is, what I'm watching, but I like the jewelry. It is all natural, fine jewelry. We do solid metal. That means gold or platinum only. We do natural diamonds, no faux, no treated, no enhanced, no irradiated, no. We do natural, the best of the best. It's not $777. It's not $699. My question I pose now, respectfully, is how do you not get one? How do you not get one at this price tag? Because you got a 20-point minimum natural yellow in the middle. Couldn't sell that loose stone for this price. And we're doing better than $699. And you get 10% off. And if you want to shop 2 or 3 or 4 and give them to all your girls, your best friends, your daughters, your granddaughters, your sisters, your besties, whatever it is, do it tonight. Do it tonight before they're sold out because it's not $699. It is not going to be. I know what we're doing here. We're doing something really, really crazy, and that's okay because you know I'm supposed to get $12.99. That was tonight's price on this Wednesday, May 14th. I'm doing better than $600. I'm taking them down to $599, but you don't even pay that. You pay all of $539 to get a yellow and white diamond pendant that's going to get you 44 points minimum in diamonds. A major, major value, and all you got to do is let me know how many, and it's all in white gold and yellow gold together. Look at that finishing on the inside. Okay, so operators, yell at me if you want one because they are not going to last. I'm going to give it 60 seconds. They will be long gone. And what can I say? $539. Another one gone. Thank you so much. Another one gone. Another one gone. They may not even last the 50 seconds we have left on that clock. They may not even be here in the next couple of seconds. Holy cow, that's a value. That is a value. And we've got mere minutes, 39 minutes left on our Wednesday, 35 seconds left with this pendant. Backed up calls, can't get anyone through. Got to get you one now. Everybody can wear it. No matter what metal she wears, no matter probably if you're giving it as a gift. I don't know how many people have natural yellow diamonds in their collection. If you're a TVON shopper, you might, but people outside the TVON world, because we don't broadcast every household in America, we don't. We broadcast to very few. We don't have the jewelry supply. We don't have 8,000 of everything. We have 1 or 2 of everything, 3 in some cases, 4 or 5. So we don't have the luxury to broadcast in 100 million homes plus. But that's the thing, it's more boutique than that. So we have specialty jewelry for specialty viewers. And I'll tell you, there's not a lot of people, not everybody gets in on the TVON values because we're not broadcasting in every single household. So this is where you guys have a special opportunity. But I say that because if you're thinking of gifting something for that extra special graduation for, maybe a daughter's graduating, or you've got a niece who is going out into the workforce, or somebody's getting, has a big anniversary coming up or a birthday to celebrate. Well, those occasions happen all year long. Maybe it's just a little belated Mother's Day treat to yourself because Mother's Day was on Sunday and maybe you got the lovely day out and you went to brunch and you had a great family gathering, or you got to enjoy some special treats. But jewelry, yellow diamonds for $539, that makes it doable and affordable. If it was $5,000, I wouldn't say you got to get one. But when it's $500 plus, just a little over $500 to experience something as luxury as a natural yellow diamond, it's now or never time. Got to get in on that value as quickly as you possibly can. We're going to be so proud to send those out to you. I know you're going to love it when you get it. And bright, bright yellows are something to behold. And we even have yellow diamond drop earrings for you coming up in this show. Still have a few pieces from earlier. It is close to the bottom of the hour. We'll bring out those opal pieces as well. Big opal rings on the way. Last call on the yellow diamond. There's even a huge color changing diaspore. And our Brazilian pariba is also here. So $539 at checkout. You're getting 10% off even this crazy low price we have here. And loving the way that looks and behaves there. It's a really beautiful, bright, amazing stone. Thank you so much. Okay, so we're going to move on. We've got also a fire opal in a pendant, FYI. Congolese tourmaline in an asher cut, yellow and white diamond drop earrings. Well, this is where you get even more. Look at this, yellow diamonds. Why not? Maybe there's a set opportunity here. Maybe you pair up this earring with the actual pendant we just had. Think about the possibilities here. A match set perhaps, and I know they're not going to sit all that well here, but I got to show you the close-up. And there's a left and a right design here in a big yellow and white diamond, kind of a striped sail, if you will. Like I'm talking sail like in a sailboat, kind of a ribbon or sail effect, but then putting them on sale. 111 6745 is your item number here. It's going to be a full carat 04 just in your yellow diamonds. This actually starts with a hoop. Please let me show them to you here from a distance away so you can really see how they drape. There's a left and a right design, always more complex to make. We've done it for you. Here they are on the hand. So you can see how this is going to look, and I'll try to keep them facing forward for you because tweezers are not where they're meant to be. But I'm doing my best here to show you all their beauty, and then you'll see one on. But you see how one side is a little more straight, even edge, and the other flares out. And so you can wear them left or right. Now, this is the carat 04 just in yellows. You're also getting 79 points in the white diamonds. Here's your length on the earring. 1.5 inches, top to bottom. Hoop with a click enclosure to start. So you simply just open this up. Gives you just really nice straight post there. Pop it in your piercing. Close with a click. Easy. And then you've got your left and right. This is all prong set bead set up here and then all pave throughout. But that's a very dimensional earring. You can see here from the back how they're finished. All mirror finished yellow gold in the back. Your yellow and white gold together. Let me pop one on the ear for you as we show it up close so you can really admire all the workmanship that's here in that earring. And I know they're not going to probably sit up, but you see here, you've actually got that true like dimensional kind of effect here where you really do have kind of like a top and a bottom, a front and a back, and a lot of diamond weight here at a carat 83 overall, and so many different, again, left and right. So you decide how you like them on. If you like them more, I'm going to put that more straight edge next to my jawline there, and then you'll see it kind of flare out from there. But it's actually going to be a huge discount. We only have, again, the one pair, so it's going to be very quick to go. We'll take a look at them on here just so you can see that's one of our lengthier earrings, I would say, that we do. There aren't a lot of earrings that we do that have a full 1.5 inches in length, starting with the hoop, then that drop and that beautiful kind of wraparound design. It would look equally as gorgeous the other way on the ear as well, I must say. So play with them when you get them home, see which way you like to wear them, see which way looks more flattering for your facial features. features, but we've got a 1 pair and they started at $79.99. Why wouldn't they? There's a lot of yellow diamond weight there, and then that beautiful movement, but they're never turning or flipping the wrong way. You're always gonna have your diamonds right up front there for you. And we'll go back to the close-up and show you what they look like here, and for all the yellow diamonds in rings especially that we've brought. And now just moments ago, the pendant that we had as well. This is a beautiful way to get a complimentary piece if you're not that into basic studs, but you want something a little more, just a little more, you know, exotic, different, bold. All those different features we love. That's what you're getting there. And we're gonna do better. How about $1,999 to send them out of here? And they'll be $17.99 at checkout. 1 pair, yellow and white diamonds together. There's your hoop, and I didn't latch that one, but here it is. It's a really easy click and closure. You'll just know the second that's latched because you hear it click close. You can see it's stripes of yellow and white diamond pave at the base, white diamonds up front with your little hoop there. Bigger diamonds though in that hoop, I must say. And then we've got also the most incredible pariba pendant. It's our 15-carater is here, plus the opals. I promised you opals at the bottom of the hour. They're coming out next. The big opal rings on the way. Yellow diamond pendants are still here if you'd like to go ahead and get one. Please do so. And then last call on the show. Only about 30 minutes remaining. Still have 2 different tennis bracelets. They were our nearly 3-carat tennis bracelet styles for under $3,000. They were actually under $2,700. Those yellow and white diamond earrings are also available if you'd like to go ahead and get those. And then let me show you our opal presentation. It's 3 incredible larger opals that we have. And they're all similar enough that I thought it'd be helpful to see them together so you can find the right one for you. That is the first option. Now let's take a look. They're all going to be, well, look at how beautiful they are so far. And we're adding a 3rd one to the mix. All in, actually we've got 2 in platinum, 1 in gold. So I'm gonna just go ahead and once we zoom back here, I'm gonna leave the more bright green blues. Still have all the colors. They all 3 have all the colors of the rainbow, but there's certainly, those greens can really dominate. When you see those ultra neons, they really are bright and vivid, aren't they? And so what you have here are 3 great selections. We have platinum, platinum, and 14K. So let me walk you through which is which here, and then we'll go ahead and help you own all your favorites here, but you do need to dial in very, very quickly. Oh, thank you so much. Wonderful, Kirsten. Thank you so much for shopping tonight. I appreciate that. I did not know you got the diaspore as well. Thank you. Enjoy it. I love that mounting. So here we go. Platinum is going to be, let's see. Well, really hard to tell these apart now. So here we are with the, let's look in the hallmarks here. That's definitely going to be in the platinum. So that is a platinum piece here with a little bit, did you notice that halo is ever so slightly squared off? So that's really a little differentiating feature. That's platinum. That's on the left. That's going to be the 508. There are 2 5-carat stones. That's one of them. That's a 508. If you go right over here to that really classic, this is a lot of red. Interestingly enough, that's the 5-carat 19. That one's in gold. And then we have another platinum piece right back here. That's going to be platinum as well. You can actually see there inside the hallmark. That's going to be platinum with also, so the 2 platinum pieces are the more green-based stones as well. So that'll be a little more platinum for you. Then you've got the platinum on the right side, really traditional halo there. That would be the 301. But again, doesn't look all that different from the others, does it? So 3 carats 01, 5-carat 19 in the middle, and here's the 5-carat 08 off to the left side. All the same price, all beautiful lightning ridge opals. They're just stunning, aren't they? That's impressive. And now we've just got a really special opportunity. I also have diamond weights. Let me walk you through those because they're all about, actually they're a little bit different. This is the carat 21. So that's got the most diamond weight off to the right. You can see they're a little bit bigger each in individual. So that's the carat 21 in diamonds. Our gold in the middle has 72 points in diamonds. Again, that's the 14-carat white gold. And then we have this platinum on the left side. That will be the 5-carat, and that of course is going to be, diamond weight is 50 points. Okay. So 50 points in diamonds. Let's walk you through them again. 50 points, 72 points, then you've got your carat 21. All you have to do is let me know your favorite, and that's why they're all traditional in the halo. They're similar enough in size where they should be brought together. So all you're doing really is probably choosing which mounting and which color or play of color you like the best. That's really what's crucial here. So now you just need to dial in. They're all very large. Remember, if they're actually 5 carats, they look a lot bigger than that. For example, Here is the, this is the 5 carat 08 in platinum. If that was any other stone in this world, it would probably be closer to 9 to 10 carats. And that's what it looks like from a distance. Here is the other 5 carat. This is the 5 carat in gold. 519 is there. You can see it's got a lot more visible red off the bat. And then you get this other platinum opportunity, which is going to be that huge diamond weight, 301, but really does fit in. And boy, this is a little lower light. You can really see those colors start to really get intense here. So 5 carat. 5 carat, 3 carat, doesn't look a lot smaller, big diamond weight there. You let me know which one is your favorite. They're all going to be, they were the $99.99 minimum pieces. They went up to $13,000. So anywhere between $10,000 and $13,000 is where they started. We get to go a lot lower than that. My question to you, and we have nobody on the phone lines yet, if I start to give away $10,000 a carat opals, what is going to happen? Naturally, they're going to go. And you know they're $10,000 a carat because when we sell loose stones, and I've sold enough loose stones, maybe a lot of you have been shopping with me since I did, sell a lot of loose stones and a lot of opals at that from Lightning Ridge. And even back then, the 2006 to 2010 era, they were actually, that was 2004 to 2010 was when I sold the bulk of my loose stones in my career. It was really 2004 to 2010 and what Lightning Ridge Australian opals were then. And at that point, the mine was pretty prolific still. That has changed in a big, big way in these recent years where there's really little to nothing coming out. I'm not going to say it's closed and done. It's not. I talk to the mine owners still on a regular basis, but you know, it's not something you see a lot of material. We're going to do better than 99. Come on in. I think you're going to be a little shocked at where we take these. It is our last 27 minutes, so we do have to move some jewelry. So you can expect the unexpected. Prices crashing down even lower, and we're going to take them on down to, you know what, make it super simple and easy. Supposed to be $4,999 a piece tonight. They're obviously one of a kind, as opals always are. There aren't going to be 2 or 3 or 5 or 10 of an opal ever in something like this. This is your moment to take advantage. And it's also going to be better than $39 or $29.99. So I think we've done the magic that it's going to take to get those out the door at this moment, but instead going even lower than even 29 or 25 or 24. There's platinum and gold, big diamond weight, especially on the right side. Take your pick, whichever colorway speaks to you. Do you like seeing more of the intense? Everywhere you go, they're going to look so much even more striking in person. That is the only certainty I can tell you. Every single one of them is going to be better, brighter, bolder colors when you see them in person. Nothing can compare to when you see an opal in real life, away from these hot TV spotlights. We're going to do better than 24. I got to keep going. We got to move some opals here. 3 gorgeous pieces and very large scale opals, and we're going to do better than 24 or 23. I'll keep going. Let's make them 22 or 21 or 2,099, even better. The very first callers, tell me which one you love. We'll do them for $1,999, and they will be $200 off that price as an extra additional take it or leave it bonus. Would love to melt them down. There's a lot of metal in each and every one of those individual pieces, but we are not doing that. I would not say we're melting any of those down if they're $17.99 to get them at checkout. So I'll give it 60 seconds. We got to go. That's our opal selection. I had the big pendant earlier as well. It is still here. That was our 9 carat 03 in also platinum. So some beautiful opals here tonight. No question about it. We've had the gorgeous opals. And now you get a chance to own. I'm going to do some recaps here. If you missed the first couple of minutes of the show, we have recaps on the way. And some really cool pieces are still remaining. So we'll get to those. And then we also have any requests you have for the end of the night. We're there. We have 25 minutes remaining. So we really want to make sure that you get any and all requests in for tonight, especially if you know if your viewership is a little bit more spotty than, let's say, every day, every minute of every show. You want to get those in because this event is not going on for that much longer. Okay, I'm keeping the opals. Oh my goodness, I finally get to melt something. I have had very little left in my many shows here. What it's been roughly 6 weeks, 5 shows a week. So yeah, it's been roughly 30 shows here. Thousands of items. We have not had many to melt. If we can melt those, I think that's a good day because we do need something to melt. All right, let's move on. We've got the big recaps coming up. I've got the bracelets. I knew there were a couple pieces from early on, a few hours ago, that you might have missed. My favorite of the show that is shocking that remains is the natural unheated, multicolored zoisite. It's Tanzanite, but it's got a lot going on. It's got golden, greens, blues, some very cool pink colors as well, with pink diamonds and white diamonds surrounding it. That is a natural unheated. You know that makes it the rarest Tanzanite in the world. And there's only one stone that can be more rare than Blue Wing Block D, and that would be a natural unheated Tanzanite. That's what you have here. Item number is 1123853. That would be the natural unheated Tanzanite. That is a 4 carat 88, so it's not small. And it also has the 24 points in the pink diamonds and the 76 points in the white diamonds all surrounding it. Amazing piece with the core kind of green golden in the very center. And then as you look around it, it's kind of like it encapsulates different colors at different points. And it's almost like there's sections without being like a hard line of demarcation. You've got a little bit of golden, some pinky, some purple, some pink, some red, some golden greens. It's really an interesting kaleidoscope of colors. It's a bigger stone at 488, as rare as can be. You know, we've had the blue greens, we've had the purples, we've had even goldens, but usually it's one color or the other when they're unheated. Not usually all the colors at once like you're seeing here. So it's a fascinating stone. If you think you're only getting that from the up close, take a look at it on the hand, and just to see that you're getting all those colors even as it rotates and twists and turns here from a ways away. It really does show you all that different dance of color. We're going to make it very affordable. I was a little bit shocked this stuck around even for being on early. I mean, we know on these weeknights not everybody's with us for the first couple hours, but this is one of those values. Not going to be long for this world because it's under, well, we took it under $12,999, first of all. That was the big start price. That's where it began its life here at TVON. And we know that as we've been going through this event, that's been one of our more popularly requested discounts are the unheated stones, because we've got collectors who have waited, stocking these pieces, ready for them to come crashing down in their price tag. And now that's happened. And we don't seem to have enough of them to go around for everybody who wants one, but now is your chance to get another with more color than ever before. Really multiple colors, 4 and 5 colors all in one stone. We're going to make it under $3,000, so there's your 10 grand off. Not 29 or 28 or even $27.99. It's one only. This is the collector's stone of the night. And here I sit with Brazilian pariba, Congolese tourmalines, Lightning Ridge opals, a lot of collector stones in front of me, but this is the collector's stone of the night. And it's only $2,699. With a discount, that means you're getting it for $24.29. And I'll let you look at it for 30 seconds, and I think it's going to be gone. Gone. How can a piece like that stay when you've got $2,429 to get a rare, and rarer than all the others? If it's Block C, fine. If it's Block D, it's even more rare. Even Blue Wing Block D, which is what we've been really showing for the last 6 years and loving as the best, most saturated material, but that still does not hold a candle in rarity to the very few stones that get by without any heating. Because every other Tanzanite, including the Block Cs and the Block Ds and the darker and the lighter, they get heated to help them out. So when you get an unheated stone, especially one that has all these colors, it makes it even more rare. Speaking of Tanzanite, now we couldn't be without a Blue Wing. I only had one though tonight. No rings, nothing else besides this one pendant. A 75 point, very affordable Blue Wing. 75 point oval, diamonds around it, still with the red flash. Item number 1118991 is the item number here. And this one, I'm a little bit surprised it stuck around this far, but we're here, 20 minutes left. Got a few last pieces we need to know. Sell it or melt it? That is the question. We're going to make that 75 pointer with 13 points and diamonds around it $499. It'll be $449. Only one though there. Yellow gold is how it stays. Classic halo design, 5/8 of an inch top to bottom, and it's $449. So practically free. And then we have this beautiful designer blue topaz. I've got a really, got the last couple tennis bracelets here and a Kunzite that all still need a last look. This one is likely gone. Of course, yellow gold only. Let me know who's got it. Then we're going to show, let me get you the big Kunzite here. This is quite something here. Actually, I'll do the bracelet now. This is going to be 1110355. I have a rose and a white gold. And the good news is white gold is usually the most popular in bracelets. So I'm glad we have that. When we want to show off how white and bright our diamonds are, well, look no further than this viewpoint. Yes. Pendant gone. Congratulations. Thank you so much. Here we go with our 291 bracelet. That would be the white diamond tennis bracelet, about as traditional and classic as a bracelet can get. Is right there. No question about it. Great size for everyday wear if you ask me. I'm not everybody. Obviously, everyone's got a different take on that. What you like and what you wear might be different than what I wear every day. But the thing is this, on a general consensus, having worked with thousands of ladies across the country and beyond to help find great jewelry that suits you for every day, this is usually the size people are comfortable wearing in diamond tennis bracelets. Obviously, a tennis bracelet in and of its own right is going to have a lot of diamonds. The idea is consistency all the way around, beautiful big stones on display in baskets. This is our more fortified basket, I would say. We don't do these light, tinny, little dainty prong baskets that are barely holding a stone. It's got to be holding that important stone in place and keeping that secure. But you have this beautiful look where, if you see it on the wrist here, I think that's really a good size for everyday wear. It's not too big, but it's definitely not the piece that you go, I don't even notice it. Trust me, everyone's going to notice it. There's the sparkle of the brilliant white diamonds that is second to none. You get this side to side constant, look at that finishing. Look at that. That's the side. That's the back. It is done to perfection and solid all the way through to where your insert closure, one side goes into the other. So it's just solid diamonds all the way around. We also have a rose gold if you'd like to get that. And this is going to be $291 for under $3,000. We're going $29.99 on the bracelet, plus you get $300 extra off that. It's a white gold in 7 inches and a rose gold in 7 inches. And that is all that I have. In the last, by the way, because all the other tennis bracelets I've had throughout the event are sold out. So there is your last look at a tennis bracelet style here tonight. So that's our last chance on the rose or the white. Here's the rose gold, what that looks like. A little different here in the rose gold. Certainly unique. Look at that, just piles of diamonds there. Can't beat that. Just a lovely look when you talk about consistency. VS diamonds still. That is the name of the game here. Even yes, in our bracelets, got to be the best of the best. So it can complement and match all your other TVON pieces as well. That is a major priority. I can, Pam, sure, I can show the Brazilian pariba. Sure, let's show it real quick. Show you the Brazilian pariba here. Flashed it earlier. This is a wild designer. This looks like modern art to me. And I'm a gal who loves a museum exhibit. If every time I'm in a new city, I go to whatever museums I can. And this looks like something that would be under the beautiful halogen lights on a pedestal as a sculpture of fine art. And I've worked with sculptors before that do really incredible pieces. And you know what? A lot more affordable than most fine art is when you get sculptural design, but you can wear it. So the thing about your fine art at home is you can't take it with you, right? It can't be with you all the time. Jewelry is fine art you can wear, and it's portable, and you can take it with you. It's item number 1122094. This is a platinum and 18 karat gold piece. The platinum being the white metal you see. The 18 karat is the yellow gold on the outside. This is a satin finish. It's intended to be more of a subtle gloss, more of a glow, if you will, than a high polish. You have the 65-point Brazilian Pariba as referenced by the GIA cert that's going to come with it. And then you get 34 points in blue and white diamonds. Those are blue diamonds and white diamonds set burnished into the platinum section there of the ring. It's got asymmetry. It's got this beautiful, well, let's look at the cert here. Let's take a little peek at this. Pear-shaped Pariba out of Brazil. This is from GIA, so the only cert that's really, really worth, getting a hold of if you're really into very rare stones. 65 pointer, 4.5 by 6.7. Talk about the Paraíba, why it's named that, what makes it a Paraíba, the fact that Brazil was the very first source ever in the late 1980s, 1989 as a matter of fact. It's come since then out of Nigeria and Mozambique. In addition, here's the top of your cert, and there you can see that's really important. One little word can mean a lot there because there's your Brazilian tourmaline. So that report's coming with your piece. It's set in this designer mounting, which I'm going to show on the hand. Those are blue and white diamonds with it, and it's very comfortable for being the size that it is. I always marvel at that. I don't shy away from heavy jewelry. I love heavy rings especially, but I do find that some of them can be uncomfortable. This one is very heavy, very much so. It's only a size 6.5 right now, and it is extremely weighty, but we can size it for you, still will. And 34 points in the blue and the white diamonds that are natural. What do you think? Looks like molten lava, doesn't it? Like you have frozen this beautiful, like hot, hot lava in space and time here and just really just giving it neon brights. The pariba in the center, the blue and the white diamonds on the side. Do you remember this ring? Used to be $34,999. Now it is nowhere near, and there's a lot of places that would get that for just metal of this ilk when you've got that kind of weight to it. Let's take another close-up look. You know, it's one of the bigger savings we can get you. It's a very distinctive Brazilian stone. Look at the finishing in the back. Oh, and by the way, they went ahead and mirror finished the very back of the band and then did all the satin finishing up front. Cert comes with it, no charge. Cert's done, you get it. Cert's for the stone, the designer diamond piece is done around it, lots of the best metals in the world, doesn't get any higher end than platinum and 18 karat gold, and we're going to make this under $10,000. I had it was recently a 70 pointer that sold, and it went for what, right under 20 grand? Here's your 65 pointer, the 2/3 of a carat, such a significant size for a Brazilian pariba collectible, and it's not $99.99. That would obviously have a $1,000 additional discount. You are not paying $99.99. Let's blow it out right now. This one deserves a great collector's home. Really does. It is that special. And for every beautiful neon bright color you get, there's really just nothing that quite ever does match what Brazilian paraibas do in their neon. Let's go even lower. $8,888. And that is for one caller, one collector. And you get another $888.80 off. So that means that piece is going to be down to just $79.99. One of the most highly collectible pieces that I have is right there. And it is a beauty. So one caller gets it. Who will it be? We don't know. But it's $88.88, but really $79.99 for that incredible piece. And I would highly recommend it because there's just nothing more rare. I have what? In all my time here, I've had, I think, 6 Brazilian paraibas as far as bigger stones. Bigger stones, not the little accents, the 1-pointers and the 2-pointers, but significant center stone sizes like this. They did not inherently come in large sizes out of Brazil. This was the very first discovery. They're very copper rich, and you can see the neon glow even when there's no light. Watch that stone glow. Look at how intense that stone, even more intense than when I give it full light. You see the blockage of light. Look at how that stone just never wavers. So that is a must-have for a collector. Now let's get back to our Kunzite. Had this one earlier as well. It's going to be 112-7380. Last call on our show tonight. We've got about 10 minutes remaining. Give me a call. Let's help you out. If you want to see something again to consider it, well, let me know what it is so we can have time to show it to you and give you that great value. Here's our 1221 Kunzite out of Afghanistan. Had a couple pink diaspores out of this region earlier, a couple of which are still available. Here's the 1221 with 46 points in the diamond pave in the trapezoid shape on either side. Goes beautifully with that emerald cut stone. For an emerald cut to show off that neon, you know is impressive. You know that's a superstar stone when it can have that kind of neon, even when you've got a cut that usually makes it more pale throughout the center. That is where you get the most ultimate color and glow and intense saturation, and it's better than $49.99. First caller gets it. We're going to make that $19.99. Have some beauties left still. It's the natural unheated Tanzanite that's almost 5 carats. We've got the beautiful Brazilian pariba. I've got blue topaz still to come to recap. We've got a few of those little designer bow rings, the tennis bracelets, the big copper bearing rubelite is here. The big 6.5 carat fancy diamond earrings are here. The gold quartz for under $1,000 is here. Emerald earrings are here. Whatever it is you'd like to see, we have 10 final minutes remaining to go. That is it, and that is all. So we'll see you tomorrow night, 5 o'clock to 8 o'clock Pacific time. And of course, that's our big Thursday. And then if you have any questions about what you've seen tonight, give us a call. We have, again, a few last minute requests to come on in. I hope we can help you out with anything you need to see. I've got an imperial topaz that is absolutely luxe. We can get that to you. I did have one pink diaspore pendant that's pretty cool. If you want to see an emerald cut pink diaspore pendant or a bicolored tourmaline or a men's ruby ring or a big old mandarin, whatever it is. I'm going to try this on the hand one more time, and we'll take our last looks at that one, although it may be gone. That's the big 1221. Look at that color. More purple than it is pink, which always is what you want to see in the ideal color of Kunzite. And you know it's $17.99 at checkout, right? $17.99 instead of $19.99. Big old value right there. Okay, we're moving along Any last minute questions or requests? We're good? All right. So coming up, it means I get host choice. All right, so I'm going to choose something else to show you before we go. And the Brazilian pariba is so decadent. I think that one's verifying as well. Oh, so it's time, guys. Pick out all those examples. Anything you saw earlier you want to take advantage of, get it before somebody else does. But also, if it doesn't go to somebody else, it goes melting. So this is where you got to take advantage. Here is that really cool piece. I started the show with this designer Swiss blue topaz. It's all in the cutting. That is a bright, beautiful stone as it is, but then you embolden it with the cutting that is so fabulous and fancy here in that it's got all this extra facet pattern throughout. So that's our 783 blue topaz. It's the Swiss blue variety. It's got Greek key designs on the sides that mimic some of the cutting you see internally in that stone. No diamonds needed, just a big, bold gem presence. Honestly, I think any diamonds you would have had might actually take away from it, just because the stone itself is so bright. This stone is doing what diamonds cannot. The gold is reflecting it. This designer gold design is reflecting the sides of the, look at that. It actually does. It looks like it's a continuation of the stone here on the sides, the way the gold internally in that Greek key design reflects it back. It is a nearly 8 carat. The whole ring is $9.99. It's $8.99 in checkout. And we have last call on the show, 8 minutes remaining. So it's our last chance. If you want anything from tonight, let me tell you, it all goes to melt here. So this is where, again, take them, rescue them, get them at home before somebody else does or before it just gets melted down. And you can't ask for it going forward. That's really the key here. So it's really a last call on everything, seeing something like this that you've never seen before on the air and getting it for $8.99. Huge value there. So we're going to do a little recap. I'm going to put up some pieces you have not seen here in the recaps that I've been doing, just so you can get a last call on anything you like. And then also, if you need that big, big rubelite, I got to show that again. The rubelite, maybe the big opal piece. We have that gorgeous opal and platinum. Let me know who's got that, $8.99. Yes, I'll show the Kunzite again. Here you go. There's the 1221. Sounds like that may be going. Here's the big rubelite. This is the copper-bearing rubelite, the 852. Copper bearing, purple, red, pink, little mix there of all those super neon colors. That's the copper bearing rubelite on the left side. That's down to just $69.99. Speaking of paraibas, I also have a green. This is a blue green, and it's going to be a paraiba out of Mozambique. Look at that nice wide band. That's in that beautiful bright green neon color. That was the 72 pointer with 70 points in diamonds in two-tone gold, yellow, and white. Don't forget to join us tomorrow. We're going to be back with you for our big Thursday of Sell It or Melt It. I think we've got enough inventory to get through tomorrow, and then stick in with us tomorrow so we can get you an update on where we stand on Sell It or Melt It as this is winding down. Because again, when there's no inventory left, the sale is over. There's a cool stone. That's our natural unheated Tanzanite or zoisite with a lot of different goldens, greens, blues, pinks, all of the above. And then this was the huge opal pendant. Lightning Ridge, black opal in platinum. Big 220 diamond weight there. That was $39.99 for that opal pendant. So last call on the show, and we've got about 5-6 minutes left. So it's time. I can show you some new pieces as well, but there's so many of you talking about what's up here, and these are really good ones to take advantage of because it is the last call, last chance. Can't bring them back after they get melted down. How do we do that? Oh, not easy. So there's your Brazilian paraiba. Another look here. And again, everything on this wheel, I mean, there's nothing that's going to cost you over $9,000 here. Nothing. Nothing. The most luxury item is the 8888 paraiba out of Brazil in the back. You can get this Brazilian paraiba, rather this paraiba is out of Mozambique. That one's going to be $69.99. We have this paraiba for only $17.77. Then we go to the blue topaz, $9.99. That gorgeous $26.99 Tanzanite. The Kunzite is $19.99. Let me know what you like. We had some emerald earrings earlier. Our tennis bracelets are here. Had a couple really good tennis bracelets. I did have a gold quartz under $1,000, so we'll show that to you as well. Why not? Maybe you missed it. First hour, there's the gold quartz. $9.99 for the gold quartz. We've got some emerald earrings coming up that are rounds. Aren't these pretty? And I still have the white gold and the yellow gold available. So when it gets down to last call time, you know what to do. Here's the yellow gold. These are emerald studs. They're gorgeous round center stones, 30 points in the rounds, diamond fireworks with kind of going out from there. There's, of course, the white gold, and that's going to be an emerald earring for $888. So you can choose the white or the yellow. We have one pair of each. So white gold here off to the left, yellow gold on the right side of your screen. Those are only $7.99 after your discount. So what a wheel. What a recap. What a night. It's been a Wednesday to remember forever. We've got a really important 3 hours that is coming to an end here in 4 minutes time. And that's just a little bit of our assortment that is still up for consideration. So again, everything from $888 all the way up to $88.88 on that wheel and everywhere in between. Lots of affordability. And of course, the lowest prices you'll ever see on any of them is right there. So this is the time to take advantage. Plus you get your 10% off at checkout to make them yours and only yours. And that's really important when we have high-end designer pieces like that. No need to wait. No need to sit back and go, maybe next time. There is no next time on those pieces. They have got to go here and now. Everything gets one last look on the air before it is gone for good. So really important to take advantage, and thank you so much. Do be sure and join me tomorrow night from 5 to 8 Pacific. That's 8 to 11 Eastern time. That is also from my central time zone. That's also going to be, of course, 7 to 10. So keep that in mind and let me know how we can help you. Emerald earrings are $888. Sounds like the white gold may be going out. We have that beautiful, yeah, that's the Swiss blue topaz here in the middle. That's $9.99. This one's also $9.99. That's the gold quartz right in front of it. And anything you like. We got the $19.99 Kunzite up there in the back right. That is such a good pristine emerald cut, $12.21 in that size. I mean, that is a Kunzite that looks a lot like a purple pariba. That is not normally a similarity or a comparison you would make. But the fact that that Kunzite is that neon, to look like a Paraíba that is like the ultimate neon stone in the world, and then you've got your Brazilian Paraíba in the back center. Take advantage of any of the above before they're gone. 2.5 minutes remaining. And then don't forget about us tomorrow. We got that big 5 to 8 show Thursday and Friday. That's every single Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We're with you in the evenings from 5 to 8 Pacific time, 8 to 11 Eastern time. Of course, we still have our Saturdays and Sundays as well. They've been resident shows here for as long as we've been around, from literally 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Pacific time. That's, of course, on Saturday and Sunday in the daytime hours. So here for you in the evenings on the weekdays and in the daytime on the weekends, and 5 shows a week, 15 hours a week of nothing but fine jewelry. And of course, Seller Melted winding down. So I definitely would advise being with us these next couple of days. I'll give you updates tomorrow and Friday, how we're looking on the schedule here as far as last call on this event, but not a lot of inventory left. When the inventory has all been shown to you, that is when the event will come to its end. Think about it. It's like over the last several weeks, you've looked at every single piece available in our inventory and at a discount. Yes? Emerald earrings, sure. Here's the back. They are a post that's up towards one end of center. So they're a little bit higher than center, so that, but not all the way at the very, very edge where the diamonds go. So that's what that post looks like. And of course, here's the backing of the emerald earrings. And again, you can choose the white or the yellow. And so we have one of each, and that's the pair you will receive. Anything you see, obviously, throughout this event, what you see is what you get when we show you options. So they are all what you see up here is what you get. So there we have the white gold, the yellow gold, and the emerald earrings. Those are round emeralds, always tough to get. And then we got our final minute remaining in the broadcast. So thank you again for being with us. Appreciate you watching and shopping and interacting with us tonight. Always do. Hope you will be with us tomorrow night as well, Friday night also, and of course throughout the weekend, so we can really celebrate whatever's left of Seller to Melt It. Once we get through everything, it's going to be all over. We got new for you as well. I've begun to see some of the new, and it is, in a word, incredible. So yes, you got to stick around. And if you think you can't afford jewelry going forward at, new gold, well, forget about it. We have found a way. So we are here to bring you values all the time. And no matter pieces existing, new pieces coming, it's always going to be a value here at TVON. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. If you need any extra questions answered, we're here for you for a few minutes after we go off the air. Yes. Thank you. Yellow gold emerald earrings are gone. Keep calling. We'll be here for you for a couple minutes. Thank you so much, everybody. I'm Lauren Blair from all of us at TVON. Have a great rest of your night. We'll see you tomorrow at 5.